it. Birthcast, it's finally fucking here. We got a house full of people, a lot of booze.
Yeah.
We got UFC on.
Oh, baby.
Oh, my.
It's gonna be a wacky one.
Ah, it's gonna be crazy.
Got 3 birthdays tonight.
Three.
Birthdays. We're celebrating for 3.
Yeah, we're celebrating mine and his.
Is there anyone else that's close to our dates?
And Alex's was this week.
Oh, wow.
So I let him be. I let him take credit some.
A little bit.
Just a little.
My party too, guys. Come on.
My God. All right. What were we talking about? We were talking about music.
Oh, yeah.
stuff.
Music. No, Alex is a really, really good guitar player.
Yeah?
He's like gross good.
Okay.
Like he's been playing like half as long as me and is about 4 times better.
Damn.
Like, yeah.
Props, man.
He's one of those rare ones from the Guitar Hero generation.
Of course.
That can actually play rhythm. Because a lot of them can't.
This is true.
I focus on rhythm, really.
I'm not right at you.
I'm not much of a lead player, you know. I like rhythm a lot. More of a riffer.
Yeah, like a periphery kind of.
Okay. Yeah.
Like how the riffy, and it's definitely like a lead style, but it's a real good blend with rhythm guitar.
I dig it. I play bass, man, so I'm all about the fucking rhythm.
All about the groove, dude.
You look like a bass player, man.
You do look like a bass
player.
player. Like a fantastic bass player. I just like the bass because I can get really, drunk and still play it.
Yeah, like you can.
It is great for that.
Yeah, you don't have to you can simplify the bass on the fly.
For sure. And I'm not modest though. I crank it up, but it's just fantastic to be able to just get hammered and still do moderately well.
Yeah, as long as you're hitting that first note, you're all right. What chord are you playing? Hey,
Yeah, all right.
I'm a ride out E. Because you can always go down to like the quads, the boom, 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 boom.
Oh God! No, I mean, I love the Chili Peppers, so I do a lot of I can fuck with some Flea stuff. I'm not terrible, but I don't know. I just couldn't do a lead guitar situation under any circumstances. I don't think.
I can fake my way through it.
Yeah,
Not well.
Do you consider yourself a real bass player, or like someone who played guitar and just decided to play bass?
I actually did play guitar and then decided to play bass,
But you're like a real bassist.
Yeah, this was like 8 years ago, so I've been doing 4 strings, just ad infinitum at this point. Fingers only. I don't really fuck with a pick, even if the guy who wrote the song does. Nah, I don't like it.
See, that's
That's
weird.
pretty cool. I respect that though. I really like the freedom that bass players can have, kind of with the music. You
Absolutely.
you really shouldn't just follow the guitar and do that
God,
style.
no.
You should
God, no.
be able to mix between the guitar and drums, and then also do your own thing. That's where the best
Bassists should always follow the drummer. Like
They should always be locked in with the
I was
drummer.
gonna say, yeah, I think
locked in.
That's why
like
it's a
it-
rhythm section.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Good beeline. I mean, the drummer that I was recently playing with, we've known each other for years, and we were always pretty tight.
You guys got that chemistry.
Oh yeah,
That's how you get a groove, man.
and we love jam, so we would just go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I started off as an acoustic player,
Okay.
and then I got really good at rhythm. Like I had really good timing and everything, and then towards the end of when I was playing, I was starting to learn like scales and everything, and like I can walk through a blues scale, like if I have to.
Little 12-bar,
Like
Stevie Ray.
like nothing special, just I can do it to jam. Okay. That's about as far as lead playing as I can go.
Do Alex? Do you guys do the weird time signatures?
Not with Nervous Aggression so much. We play a lot of really Nervous Aggression is a more like fast, energetic band.
Like a hardcore punk kind of thing.
Yeah, you did say it was more of a punk scenario. That's awesome.
I write a lot on my own though, and I do a lot of off-time signatures. I have the song I was just talking earlier about downloading Guitar Pro 6. I've been working on a song in there. It's like 15/8 for 7 bars, and then there's a 15/6, and then it goes into a 7/4 thing for a while, and just
How do you count that? Like I do math for a living.
I think
I'm not counting.
Yeah, I've been a musician for over half my life. I'm like,
when I was younger, I got probably when I was like 15, about 5 or 6 years of me playing guitar, I got real into Tool and a lot of progressive metal music. So like I just like learned a lot of progressive metal, and I eventually got down like the idea of feeling the off time signatures. I don't, when I write an off time, I don't think about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever. I just I write it and then later I come back and I'm like, oh well, what the hell is that in?
Doesn't it all come back to 4/4 though? Like if you play like something that's like 7, 10, if you play like 10 bars in a row,
a lot of the times it does. Yeah, if you play like a 7/4 bar, like I don't know how many times, a certain amount of times, it'll equal back to like 32.
I think it's 7. I think it's the first number.
It is the first number. In a lot of the cases, some cases it's like less, like maybe in 6/4, it'll be 3 bars or something. No.
It's fucking crazy.
No, dude.
A lot of that I learned on the internet.
I played a lot of ska.
Yeah, I took guitar lessons.
You either play that fast or slow. It's same time.
So Birthcast, man, that's 100, right?
100. We're in triple digits.
How long
crazy,
you
man.
been doing it time chronologically?
2 years, right?
It'll be 2 years this June.
Wow, fantastic.
Yeah, I know.
What number was the first Birthcast? Do you know?
37.
37. Huh.
Yeah, so we hammered down 63 in a year.
A busy year, yeah.
Absolutely.
That's pretty
not
damn
bad.
good. That's like more than one a week.
I think I want to shoot for 75 in the upcoming year. But
how you feel about that,
Do
Josh?
it, man.
That's what I want. That's a good number for me.
Oh, yeah.
like
Look at you guys.
this motherfucker would go like 3 times a week if I was available. He would do it.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
I would do 3 days a week.
It's just I don't know. It's our release.
Rogan does 3 days a week.
I
Yes,
know.
he does.
Why don't we do 3 days a
I'm
week?
just saying, yeah. But I mean, I understand. I'm happy with 2. 2 makes me happy
Me too.
because then because sometimes with 1 a week, you're just like, it's it's a whole week apart, and you're just like, I gotta go fucking do this thing. You know what I mean?
No, I understand that.
I do it,
Right.
but like, and now when like 2 a week, I don't get like used not.
The monotony doesn't build up.
Yeah,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the second day is always a floating day.
yeah.
It's never the same. But like every Wednesday when you wake up, if you're subscribed to our podcast, it's on your phone. Every Wednesday, like clockwork.
Do that actually.
And then
Is there an app, like a specific app you guys use? Like, is there the best one for you guys,
like the best one for listens?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think most of our listens come from iTunes.
iTunes. Well, I don't have iTunes. Do you guys put your stuff on Google Play at all?
Yeah, it's on there.
Okay.
Yeah,
you listen to it on there
There's a
then.
podcast app that we use, Podbean.
Podbean?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I've seen you guys talk about it before.
We're also back on YouTube. We've been
Yeah. You guys don't have everything back up on YouTube, though, I don't think.
No, we're missing from like
It's like 30 up or
from
something.
50 to 82, I think.
Yeah,
Isn't on YouTube.
Why?
we started Podbean, and then
Podbean didn't when we first started it didn't offer to post to YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, like it just happened within the last 18 episodes now.
yeah,
Okay.
So
Should.
like I'm even like I don't know what that Vero thing is.
I don't know what it is yet. I've not looked into it.
I think it's a social media thing, but I think it doesn't use the algorithm like Facebook and Instagram.
It is social media.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm thinking about hopping there someday.
Check into it. It couldn't hurt.
No, I mean, like, I don't know anyone else personally that's like using it though. Like,
You gotta be at the forefront, man. Be innovative.
I don't know if I'm like, I'm all for ditching out on Facebook. I fucking hate Facebook.
I'm still salty that I even tried to look and do it again. I can't share. Like when you post something from Modern Savage, I can't.
Really?
It won't let me.
You
share the
can
post.
from the actual.
From the page.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
but
I
it
can't.
never shows up on anybody's because of the fucking stupid algorithm.
Yeah, if
exactly.
we don't pay you $2 every day, then you're gonna share.
But
shit.
it's something.
that shit
It's something to
sucks.
do with your privacy settings.
Yeah.
You haven't. They're not public. That's why you can't.
Don't want lurkers.
And
Half the
when-
time it just does it. Like he's not the first person I've talked to, and it's just been like I wasn't even aware.
No, I
Like
wasn't. I-
a lot of
that's
people
true,
just
though.
don't even realize it is because like I think they changed something.
Like I think it was one of those things like where I updated the app at some point, like maybe years ago.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, we have new privacy settings. Would you like to? Yeah, fucking. I don't want strangers looking at that shit.
Yeah, that's the truth though.
But,
Oh, man, I don't really care for Facebook. I'm trying to delete my profile. I mean, I could
It's not
easily
hard.
do it, but I just don't.
you can deactivate it.
I could. I just keep it up for like the band stuff, but I don't even post anything anyway. So maybe I should just delete it.
Yeah.
Kind of where I'm at.
Operate from the band page.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I was thinking maybe I just delete the app from my phone, so I'm not tempted to get on it anymore, and I can keep the messenger and talk to people.
I was
still.
thinking about closing the page and starting like an actual, like a regular person profile for the podcast
That'd be pretty sweet.
and see if that worked.
Just make one anyways.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Have
Don't
Yeah,
even close the
right.
page.
And just start adding people.
Yeah, you can do that.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Instead of inviting them to like my page, I just fucking add them as a friend.
Yeah.
Facebook's just so fucking whack, dude. It's,
I
just,
know
it's
it
so
is.
like the thought of you even having to do that is just like exhausting. It's like what the fuck?
Having
Take
to,
a whole
such
10
bullshit.
minutes.
Having to pay for it, man.
Yeah.
Pay for information on like
Hey.
public platforms. Bullshit.
That reminded me of something. Where the hell is Steven?
I don't know.
Bottom left-hand corner. In the white.
Oh,
Yoda's supposed to be here.
Oh man.
That's who we're missing. God damn him. So we're watching UFC. This is Mackenzie Dern's debut. I don't know much about her. Apparently, she's a badass.
She's swinging pretty hard.
Yeah,
She's not a pussy by any means.
Ain't bad.
Got a donk on her.
Throw
it out there.
I think that's Ryan loves watching those fights just for like just to scream like punch her in the tit.
I'm surprised Ryan's not here tonight.
He has right not feeling good.
He's sick.
he had the stomach flu or something.
Something.
Ooh, that's a nasty flu to get.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
been going around recently.
Oh man, we're about ready to switch up. We need the next person.
Yo,
Summon the next person.
Yep.
Do you want me to go grab someone?
you're down.
Yeah, just swap out.
All right.
Just tell someone it's their turn now.
Okay.
And then when they come down, Alex, you go. There we go. There we go. I'll see you in a bit.
Bye-bye.
I'm sure one of us will wander away too. So
Yeah, oh yeah. It's coming.
you doing that thing where you can't sit still too long.
No, I just want to dip for a minute.
That's the beautiful thing about the birth guys. That's my favorite part.
Everyone can just dip if they need to.
Yeah, it's like I walk away and it doesn't matter
Yeah.
because there will always be a couple people here.
I really like the last Birthcast a lot.
There you go.
There you
I
go.
turned on. I got you plugged in the wrong one. God damn it.
Uh-oh.
No, I was listening to it the other day because I re-uploaded it,
Mm-hmm.
and it was absolutely insane.
Yeah.
It's like almost anarchy listening to it, but
was
it's really
ridiculous.
cool.
It was ridiculous.
Nate's here. Hey, Natey.
Oh, this is like a revisit to the last episode.
Natey Kings. Oh yeah, and Nate was here last time you were on, wasn't he?
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Something
what
like
was
that.
us for?
All the fucking trivia. Oh,
Oh jeez. All the trivia.
Oh boy,
Gotta
Play some
watch
Jeopardy,
Nate
guys.
struggle with wires. There we go. All right, Alex, go find me someone new.
Jesus.
All right,
I'll kick you off here. I'm sorry. You
Get
come-
out of here.
You come back on later.
Was it like Survivor with you? Jesus
Yes,
Christ.
you've been voted off the island. Get out!
Fuck off the island.
Get out!
Oh my. Now you're screaming.
How's everyone doing?
Not bad. How are you, dude?
I'm good.
Thank you for coming. How's your head?
Oh, I don't feel it anymore. Like once I hit the thing,
You gotta-
I was coming down.
Did you hit it right here?
No, right here.
Okay.
You got a head injury.
That's probably just acne.
I don't know. It looked like you have like a little goose egg right here.
Really?
Yeah. Like right above your eyebrow. Oh,
I don't know.
you're all right. Like, I seriously thought you were concussed.
Might have just some imperfections.
Some imperfections in this porcelain facade.
Who did this table?
I did this. I made this I've been off since Thursday I got done.
Wow, and you painted this?
Yeah. Oh, I drew that and colored it in.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Looks very nice.
I know. So, 100 episodes.
You guys are doing great.
I sit down sometimes and I think about just how far, like where I think the podcast will end. And like, I don't see the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's weird to me. Because like, it could be 200. It could be 104 and we just up and say, fuck this.
1,000.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Hey,
What's
stay
going
there.
on? But
Baby girl light.
you would have to go like every week though, like 2 times a week or 3 times a week.
Well, there's
to
not
get
really like a
1,000.
there's not like a time limit.
I know.
I can just keep going until I'm at 1,000.
Okay, just do that.
Yeah, what the fuck is the debate going on right now?
I have no
What the
idea.
fuck?
Nate mind fucked me. He's doing the goddamn thing.
All I said was, like, to get to 1,000, maybe do 3 a week or 2 a week.
Okay.
No,
But
never
when we
mind.
get there in a more timely manner, I get what you're saying. There it is.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying.
So what's up with you?
What's going on? I got fucking nothing going on.
You got nothing?
I got nothing going on.
Just defending AKs on the internet. Yeah. I see that shit, and it is the funniest.
Yeah. Like, I mean,
This whole show has nothing.
This whole show has nothing?
Yeah.
It's like the Seinfeld of Birthcast. It's a podcast about
It
nothing.
is about nothing.
Lean that down.
Why?
Because I can't hear you.
This is going so great.
I can hear him clearly.
it's not perfect.
This is going great.
I don't even know if I'm.
No, we have microphone problems where I'm louder than everyone else.
Well, it's different down here too. It's
It's
really
different.
messing me up.
Anyways. So, what was, shit. I was just getting ready to ask you something. Something about AKs. I don't know. It was dumb.
No.
Well, shit. I forget where I'm at. Whatever.
I see this.
So what's going on with you, man?
Nothing.
You alright? Because you're not saying words.
What are
I'm
we talking
fine.
about?
I feel it. Yeah. I'm like, them cookies.
No, it's cookies. Well, fuck. I don't know. I keep getting lost in this fucking fight, so I might have to turn it off.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. You alright?
I'm fine.
Jesus Christ.
I'm fine.
You fine?
Yeah.
Besides for your head?
Yeah, my head's. I don't know. Probably in the morning it's gonna be.
Do you think you're gonna have
Hurting.
CTE?
Probably.
That's a fucking terrifying thing. Because they say that any kid that played football at any level potentially has CTE. And then I think of like how my brain works and like the wild mood swings and just shit like that. Sometimes I'm like, oh man, like I have problems with impulse control. That's like a big indicator. And like just like you're racking your head off that thing tonight, like
I could have knocked myself out.
I do that shit constantly. But like, I didn't even know what a concussion was, or like the symptoms of it, like until recently either.
I didn't think I was tall enough for that. I didn't think I was even tall enough. That's why I ran down the stairs.
So I'm waiting for me to do it on the way back up.
Oh yeah. Well, I keep looking now.
Oh, that one's
I'll
gonna
look up.
suck.
Like it's gonna be one of those ones where I bite my tongue and
Jesus.
my neck gets all hot, like I can feel like one of those.
Yeah.
No, I was reading about like concussion symptoms, and apparently, like you ever been hit in the head and saw the white flash?
Oh, I've got concussed before.
Like that's a concussion.
Yeah, don't go to sleep after that.
Do you know how many fucking times that's happened to me?
Yeah, you should do
time-
that.
The time it happened to me, I jumped over a fence, and I did not catch my fall. Landed straight on my head. Was knocked out for about a good 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And I woke up in my bedroom. I was like, where the hell am I?
Oh Jesus!
Yeah. I actually knocked myself out. My friends were all standing over me like, dude, you all right? You all right? I'm like, what happened?
Like not especially. No. No, I remember even like I bet you have been like white flashed. Oh, at least 50 times. Like it's probably happened this month.
Mhm.
Fucking even like no, I can vividly remember being like in a pillow fight as like a kid, like a sleepover or something, and someone's older brother just walking up to me with like a pillow compressed in the bottom of a fucking pillowcase, you know, so it's like a
Wow.
fucking boulder, and getting whacked in the fucking skull, and that happening like 3 times over a night.
I think if I would have went down those stairs any faster, I would have actually knocked myself out.
Most likely.
Bro,
'cause
you
could-
fucking
did you guys
stumble.
hear it?
No.
No, I saw you though, and I
stumble.
like You hit it so hard that it looked like you were faking getting hit.
I almost went sideways.
Yes,
Yeah.
like you like limboed the rest of the way down the steps.
I really wish one of you would have caught that on video.
I wish I would have too.
And in slow
I
motion.
didn't even get to
That-
see it
that
happen.
would've-
That way, like when the reporter asked me why you snapped, and like, oh, it probably something to do with his head injury.
Hit his head off the stairs.
He's a wild man. You know, he's into taxidermy,
Yeah.
collects lawn gnomes. He's fucking weird, man. Ever since the head injury.
Maybe I will probably change.
I think you're gonna be fine.
I think I'm going to be fine too.
Most
I'm
likely.
not exaggerating.
Like, it might have dropped you an IQ point, but, like, you're
Okay.
okay.
My IQ's already pretty low. So
No. You're all right.
I don't know.
Probably.
I had help in school.
You had help?
Yeah.
What do you mean you had help?
Well, I wouldn't say it's help just for me. It was for other students too. But it was like, you know, you got the kids that don't need any help at all with some stuff. Well, you got that extra co-teacher in the classroom. And
We didn't have that when I
She
was in
likes
school.
it.
I don't know what that is.
she like helps you out and stuff like that on tests. And I liked it. And it made me look bad, but I still liked it. Got me through high school. So
See, I didn't get that shit. Like, it was like a...
oh, that was something new that I don't know how.
No, they just, like,
They always
they
do
told
that
me I
now.
was being lazy.
Wow, that's
Oh.
crazy. I didn't know that was a thing.
You didn't know that?
No.
No,
Yeah,
that wasn't a thing when I was in high school. I mean,
I had it a little bit. in
I mean,
middle
I was
school,
a
but not as
I
much
was
as
a
high
teacher
school.
assistant, but all I did was fucking grade a test.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything else.
No,
It's usually,
I barely went,
like
though.
it's usually like people coming out of college that want to be a teacher. They'll jump in.
Oh, okay.
They'll jump
Yeah,
to-
Sadie
Oh.
does it. Sadie does it, but she's just doing like kindergarten kids.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, what would... Especially knowing how much teachers get paid, what would make you want to do that right now?
Did you know the teachers were on strike right
Yeah,
now?
that's insane.
Yeah,
It is pretty wild.
but are you with them?
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
absolutely.
I
Like,
mean, I feel bad for the kids a little bit, but
Dude,
then
they don't
again,
care.
no.
They're stoked.
Dude,
I saw someone the other
They
day on
ain't going to
Facebook.
be stoked how long they're going to be in school.
I
for,
know
though.
they shouldn't have to make that up. That's bullshit.
oh, they're up to like a week now.
Yeah, I know.
Now it's like they're obviously counting all the closings, but they're also counting the 2-hour delays too, I think.
Oh, really?
Like you can only have so many 2-hour delays, and then it'll just start being a close.
That's retarded.
Yeah, I think it's like three 2-hour delays in like 3 weeks or something like that, or a month. It'll be considered a close,
Damn.
like a close on their
Wow.
list. Yeah,
So that's
kinda
whack. I mean,
stupid.
I'm not against the fucking teachers. Obviously, they're getting fucking screwed. But
oh, yeah, they don't make.
they shouldn't
anything.
fucking do that to the kids. Like
Mm.
at the same time, you can't miss.
They're doing it to the teachers, though, too. So,
I know.
Mm.
I don't know. It's just it feels like it's not their fault.
no, but still,
They want to make money.
I get it.
It's more than money, dude. They're getting screwed out of their fucking health insurance and stuff.
Yeah, it's like
not just
they
money.
give them a raise and then raise their fucking health insurance premium.
Yeah.
So like, once they're getting like, say they get like a 2% raise, after it's all said and done, they're getting like 0.25% raise.
Mm,
So like it equals out to like an extra like $6 on their paycheck.
right.
It's like, well, go fuck yourself then. You know.
Can I just point something out real quick, which you
Yes.
probably already know? When we were talking about this table, it looks like a vinyl.
Yeah.
Is that what you were going for?
Yeah, that's what I
okay.
made.
I thought that's what you were going for. I just noticed it too. I was like, oh, what the hell?
That
good.
trip you out a little bit?
Yeah, I was staring at it and I was like, wait a minute. Wouldn't he paint like the rest of it? And I was like, oh, it's a vinyl.
It even has a hole in the center.
Yeah. Wow.
It was pretty fucking cool looking.
It is, yeah. I
I'm
like it.
You
pretty
did a good
excited.
job.
Thank you. I'm pretty excited about it. It's sturdy.
Yeah.
You don't hear shit on it.
You need to make it spin.
That would be hilarious.
That would be so funny. No. Hi, Becky. No, it's okay. I'm gonna make her talk.
Well, she doesn't want to talk. She doesn't have to talk.
be on the podcast. Come on,
You
just
gonna be on?
yeah, she'll be on.
You're gonna be on.
You be on.
Everyone's on.
But
Everyone gets a turn.
Everyone, yeah.
Who else we have here? We
Should I go venture for someone else?
uh,
Let someone else
I
talk?
don't care. It's up to you.
I mean, you know, because you can't get a word in with Derek edgewise. So, but who else do we have? We have Sam, we have Jess, Ruby, Lauren, Becky, AJ, Alex.
Did AJ already go on?
No.
No.
Should I ask AJ?
If you want to.
Okay. All right.
All right. We'll see you in a little bit, sir.
I'll see you in a little bit.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
It's
For now.
It's a telephone call. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
We really should call Chris.
No.
I really wanted to do
We're
that.
not doing a phoner.
A phoner during the Birthcast? That'd be fucking ridiculous.
No. You crazy. Oh, this bitch is getting fucked
Oh,
up
shit.
right now.
Oh, shit. I wish I had enough hair to have cornrows. I think I would look good with cornrows.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
okay.
don't know. I think
Yeah.
cornrows. I don't think that looks good on anybody.
No, I think I would look good with it.
I mean, if that's what you think, do it.
Look,
I would
Go
rock
for
it.
it.
You
Go
look like
for
a
it.
fucking Mexican. Especially in July.
Wanna get real nice and tan.
Yeah.
Oh, she gonna go sleep.
She sure is. Holy shit, she's leaking too.
Oh, this girl, like, I think that is Mackenzie Dern choking her. Is she tapping?
She's about to be. Oh, yeah, she is.
Anyways, this bitch has her in a real naked choke, and, like,
Oh,
she's prying at her hands, but, like, she might go to sleep. Holy shit. Derek, how do you feel about the lady fights?
I mean, go for it. I think it's dope.
D-
It's like showing both sides of nature fighting. You know what I'm saying? I think it's pretty cool.
you don't feel like it's barbaric?
what do you mean it's barbaric?
No,
It's just competition.
Oh,
I mean, like
The
not,
whole idea of UFC is barbaric.
oh, absolutely. But like,
Not just the women's fights.
that might have been like the wrong word for it. What's the right word? Do you think it makes them unattractive being a fighter like that?
I mean, I'm not interested in them, but like,
Like
that's what they go
They
for.
might as well have a wiener to you.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to say?
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. I don't think it's unattractive. I mean, it shows.
I mean, some of them are beautiful women, no doubt.
Yeah,
but like,
oh yeah.
but it
I
shows a
don't.
lot
I
of
feel like they
strength.
could beat me up. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it makes me uneasy.
It shows a lot of
Like,
strength and just how.
But hey, maybe they can defend you. So you'd be like, hey, I feel
Yeah.
safe.
like we're out and someone tries to rob us with a knife or something.
Yeah.
Someone kicks his ass.
Yeah.
While I sit there and scream and try to hand him my
Well,
wallet.
it's gonna hurt your pride. It's gonna definitely hurt your pride.
Just knowing that any time, like if I'm gonna make her mad enough,
Yeah,
and I will.
it's gonna hurt your pride. But at the same time, you're gonna be like, "Well, thank God she's here."
Yeah, that's another thing. Like,
She'll just fuck anything up.
I can't get the lid off the pickles.
Fucking kick the fucking jar in half.
We have to pick glass out of the pickles and fucking put them in a different container. We got them.
Just don't say anything.
No. There'll never be like another like why'd you leave your hair straightener on the sink conversation ever again? It's always, I'm sorry, I put it away.
Oh no, you'll be the woman in the relationship.
100%.
No doubt. I mean, you just got to suck that up. Like I said, it's going to hurt your pride. But fuck, you want to start being the tough guy again? I don't want to be. Well, she can do it. Jesus Christ, why do I got to do it?
Unless it's like,
I don't know. I don't really know.
oh man,
She'd probably just beat you up all the time.
She got fucked up.
man, they both look like Sloth from the Goonies. Damn, by split decision, Kenzie Dern.
Damn.
Was she the one getting choked out?
No, she's the one doing the choking.
Yeah, she was
okay.
doing the choking.
Joe Rogan's hands are the biggest goddamn thing ever.
He put something on Instagram the other day.
Oh, it was about an orangutan's hand.
Yeah, and he was like next to my bitch ass hand. I just wanted to be like, Joe, your hand is not. Your Joe is fucking. Your Joe, your hand is fucking freakishly big still.
Right?
Like I wanted to be like, put a regular hand compared to your hand compared to the orangutan.
Like he has the hands built for someone who's like 6'5".
He's such a small guy.
He's like 5'6" and fucking he has these like catcher's mitts.
Maybe we never really noticed until we were watching UFC. We were
Yeah.
just, holy shit, because you can't tell on his podcast.
No, and then like I watch him on like I watch him do stand up and holding a microphone like he's like he'll extend his fingers. I'm like, that's disgusting. It's like when Charlie's uncle wore like those overly big like real hands.
I know.
Uncle Jack.
Uncle Jack.
Does my hands look small? Leroy.
What up?
Just watching Mackenzie Dern whoop that ass. So
Yeah, that's the chick. She's real good at jujitsu, strawweight.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
I don't know much about her.
I was showing.
Make
she
sure I
did
have
a-
microphones in front of you, man.
She's got this highlight on YouTube that's really good. I'll have to send it your way. I just looked it up earlier today, and I've been hearing a lot about her on just YouTube and shit.
I know, like, she's one of those people I knew of.
Mm.
That's weird.
I mean, that's more or less who she is for me too. Like I said, she did an Imanari choke. It was really. Have you ever heard of the Imanari roll? It's a jujitsu move. It's literally like you guys are standing up and you like do like a fucking breakdancer spin and wrap their leg up and put them in a heel hook. It's a fucking weird move.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it's a high level jujitsu move. And she did what's called an Imanari choke, I guess. And she basically had the one arm. She was like on the back, but like had the chick's arm completely wrapped around one leg and was squeezing it. Like it could have broke, and then like she hooked her arm around like bulldog choke, like a front bulldog choke.
Holy shit.
She's a bad motherfucker.
Holy
Ooh,
fuck.
goddamn.
Yeah, I'll send that. It's like a
Wow.
minute long. I'll send that clip to you. It's dope.
See, this isn't really a bad card.
No, it's a great card.
Kat
but
Zingano, Andre Arlovsky, and Steven Struve. Sean
O'Malley. Yeah,
That kid's coming up. I heard
He's
he's like
young,
23 or something
he's
like that.
22, I think.
He's-
20 fucking 2.
He's little, but Brian Ortega's
No, he's the
coming.
biggest dude in his division. He's 5'11", and he's a
Bantamweight.
Bantamweight, yeah.
That's gross. You shouldn't be like 5'11" and be able to weigh 135 pounds.
9-0 though. A pro career at 22, 9-0. That's
That's a lot.
uh,
That's a lot of fucking fighting.
I want to see what happens when he. I feel like tonight, if he wins tonight, impressively, especially, he's going to move so far up in the rankings.
Yeah, he'll be like maybe 3 or 4. He's at
Yeah.
6 right now.
Really?
Yeah. Is Edgar at 2? Yeah, he's at 2 because he was supposed to fight Holloway.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I've had a couple beers. I was like, wait, what are these numbers? No, yeah. I think Edgar is it too.
So he might take 2 if he
Yeah.
beats Edgar.
Yeah.
God damn.
But honestly, Brian Ortega, and that's the thing. I mean, the way it's kind of run now, it's like, how impressively are you going to win until you fight the champion?
Yeah.
They're looking at making money, and I'm not mad at that as a fan, but as long as it doesn't get too wacky.
No.
Like, I understand why Conor McGregor's protected, and I'm the biggest Conor McGregor hater in the world, but I understand why it's happening.
Yeah, that's. Yeah. Oh, did you see what they said about stripping McGregor?
Yeah, I heard it was like they were going to strip McGregor, but they introduced Tony Ferguson basically as the champion, even though that he only won the interim champion. And then Helwani was trying to ask, like, so what does this mean? Have you stripped Conor McGregor? And Dana White's like, oh, yeah, I answered that earlier. And he's like, but no, you didn't, though. And he didn't. And he's like, next question. Next question. It's like,
What he said yes. Well, it's either this morning, last night or the day before was as soon as that first punch is thrown and Nurmagomedov and Ferguson, he stripped.
oh, see, well, that's crazy, too, because that, like, a little bit after that, he's like, he's got until this date, and it was like a week or two before the fight.
Apparently that's the fucking date. As soon as that fucking first punch is thrown, he's stripped.
Honestly, I feel like
No wait till like that fucking day.
I think so. I think if Conor McGregor calls him an hour before the fight and says, oh, book me for August against Diaz or some shit.
I need a Buddha for Diaz. Could you imagine how fucking mad they would be?
Oh my goodness.
Thinking this is going to be a title fight and now it's interim.
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking Irish
I don't think
prick.
they'd fight. I don't think they'd fight. Well, I think Khabib would fight.
You don't give a fuck.
Yeah. This does not matter to me. Alhamdulillah. Fucking.
Khabib's not there for fucking gold. He's there to hurt someone.
I feel like Sean O'Malley, though. This is the thing. He's talking about, like, oh, the lights don't bother me. Every fighter ever who has said that says, yeah, the lights are fucking something different.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of worried about him tonight. I think whoever he's fighting, the unpronounceable last name guy, I think
It's
he's
probably
gonna
like
come up with
Smith.
an upset. No, it's like Hubbaloo.
Hubbaloo.
If he's, I don't learn difficult names until they're in the top 10. I'm sorry, I just don't.
Yeah, that has like a bunch of extra consonants in it.
Yeah,
Sycamore.
yeah.
How the fuck?
Sukamama.
Suk Ham Fath. Sukumfath?
I feel like what nationality is he? He looks Thai.
He does.
So it's probably like it's something crazy.
There's
I
definitely a
bet it is.
W sound in
For
there
sure.
somewhere.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Dude. So what's up with Kunitskaya? I had to learn her name because I mean she's the main event, so I'm gonna respect that. You know, she got there,
Well,
but like
she is the current 135-pound champion in Invicta.
35.
35.
Mm.
No one wants to fight Cyborg.
No.
That's an issue.
Nunez does, but she's injury prone. I think she keeps getting injured in camp, right?
She wants too much money.
Oh. Well, I don't blame her, dude. Her and Cyborg is a big fucking fight.
Yeah.
That is an exciting fight. They're both the most unstoppable. The
Right.
toughest women in the world are from Brazil, obviously.
Right? Oh yeah. Well, that's also just right now though.
Yeah, well, you know,
Nunez can be upset at any time.
high level women's MMA is a very new thing
Yeah,
because a lot of women are like, oh yeah, we're just chicks. Yeah, it's like, I mean, if you look at,
and a lot of the originals aren't the best ones out there right now.
yeah, when Chris Cyborg was an original and the best, she wasn't nearly as good as she is.
No.
She evolved with the sport and evolved past where it's at now.
Well,
I think. She's
she went,
incredible.
where's she work out at? She's I forget who she trains with.
Is it Brazil or America?
She's in America now.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
She might be with ATT or something like that.
Really? No, if she was there, I would know.
Uh,
Or AKA, I would
maybe
know.
AKA.
Yeah, I feel, I don't know. No, if it was AKA, I would know. I don't know everybody on American Top Team, but I love everybody on AKA.
Oh yeah, Cormier, Kane.
Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, Nurmagomedov.
Yeah. Nurmagomedov. Fucking. Yep. Yeah. Oh man, AKA. Yeah, that's one.
That's gonna get real awkward. DC beats Miocic.
Yeah.
And he might.
That's fucking scary.
He really.
Scary.
But
Because they said Kane's pretty near being healthy, and they're like, Kane's probably like the best heavyweight out there,
yeah.
but he's so injury prone. You only see him like once every 2 years.
So I do think Stipe will win, but I think
Not convincingly.
I mean, it'll either be a stoppage, but it'll be a fucking war, or he'll win split decision. But fucking everyone knows better than to go against Stipe now, I think. And Stipe, I mean, since I'm such a patriot for Ohio, I mean, he is my all-time #1 heavyweight fighter. And
Oh,
he's
yeah.
just stuck there. I mean, he broke the fucking record.
I mean, do you call him the best heavyweight ever now?
I do. He
I would.
is. But you know why? Because the baddest motherfuckers on the planet are from the state of Ohio.
It's like the Russia of America. We feel nothing.
Pretty much, right?
Like I live like on a bordering West Virginia side of Ohio, and like I still barely feel anything.
The moment
Yeah.
you feel feelings is the moment you start chugging moonshine. And I'm not talking that moonshine bandit or whatever the fuck from Walmart. I'm talking like some dude named Cletus
Oh, what the hell's that
with a
shit called?
combined 5.5
Yes.
teeth.
Yes.
And he sells it out the back of his pick-em-up truck.
Yeah, man.
We drank a bottle of that old smoky freaking fake moonshine.
I mean, I'll tell
Is it the
you,
moonshine or is that the whiskey?
I think it's
Or
like
Smoky
a
Mountain or whatever it is.
moonshine that tastes like Skittles or some shit,
Oh, it was
right?
the whiskey.
It's like brightly colored.
Was it
Yeah.
the Tennessee whiskey or something
Yeah.
like that? Oh yeah, they make a moonshine in like a fucking mason jar.
Mm-hmm.
That whiskey was a weaker whiskey too.
Yeah.
So like we crushed like was that the did we do a live one?
Yeah.
That's yeah.
We did that
We
live,
crushed like most of this bottle.
but we that was after we also each drank a bottle of champagne.
And 1 Miller High Life.
We had one of these days like where we both had the day off, but
Early.
Like we started like noon, just like he happened to be at my house, and like we didn't have any money, and so we just started drinking whatever was in
Whatever
the fridge.
he had lying around.
Yeah. So like I had like 3 random beers, 2 bottles of champagne, and like a bottle of undrinkable whiskey.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, until you drink all that other stuff first, and you're just like,
Then it's fine.
give me it.
See, I made the mistake one time. I bought I had a 40 ounce of Cobra in the fridge, and I bought a 40 ounce of St. Ides, and I made the mistake of. Have you guys ever drank St. Ides?
I've never even heard of it.
No.
Never heard of it.
No.
The Crooked Eye. Did you know that they were sponsored by the Wu-Tang, or the Wu-Tang Clan was sponsored by them in the 90s?
No shit.
No bullshit. There's a Wu-Tang. You can look it up on the internet. Wu-Tang Clan does a commercial for St. Ides, and it's dope.
I love that so much.
Dope.
That's why I love them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
God.
fucking funny.
Yeah, fucking. But anyway, St. Ides, it's nasty shit. It's like 8.2 malt liquor. Like malt liquor gets fucking. Once you get 8 and above, but then I've had a 10% malt liquor before, and it was pretty.
Oh shit!
I mean, it was no worse than a fucking Genesee Black.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
dude, you gotta get the fucking, deuces of Steelies.
Oh
where
yeah.
it-
Oh, dude,
where
I
it
used
is.
to drink Steelies.
That's where it is, dude.
When I was
for
young and retarded.
$2.50, you get fucking.
Yeah,
Steelies
they're
are
like
strong, dude.
They're like 8.1, 8.
Oh, yeah.
8.1. Like $2.50, you get a fucking pretty nice drunk going on.
Did I ever tell you guys about the time I accidentally closed
This
my
is
leg in a
fucking
door,
alcoholic shit.
like a card door?
Huh?
Oh yeah, wasn't it when you were drinking? What the fuck were you drinking? Was it Mad Dog?
No, it was Dogfish Head.
Oh yeah.
They're fucking worldwide. It's like 21% alcohol, and like, I think I plowed like, I don't know, I might have had like a 40, and then I drank like 3 or 4 of those things like real fast. And I didn't know they were 21%, and they took me to Sheetz. And when I got there, I realized that I was way more fucked up than I should have
Oh
been.
yeah, I know that feeling.
And then so then on the ride home, everything else hits me. And we're in the back of my my buddy's 2-door. It might have been like a Grand Am kind of thing, so the doors were like super long.
Right.
And I was in the back, and he got out, and the door was closed, and I grabbed it, and I threw it all the way open. But we were parked on like a little bit of an
Oh
incline.
yeah.
And when I threw it open, I stuck my leg out.
Yeah.
Well, that thing I drunk through it, so I threw it as hard as I could,
And it
hit
the fuck
bounce,
back.
and it came back and closed on my fucking leg.
Damn.
Well, it can't close on my leg, but like,
It slammed into your leg.
yeah, it's
And you weren't ready for it.
no.
Yeah.
But I was so drunk that I didn't really feel it. I was like, oh, it wasn't really that bad. My
Yeah.
buddy's outside the car. He's like, oh man, you okay? Like that bad. So I wake up.
Damn.
I wake up in the morning, and because he's knocking on my door, and I step out of my bed and I plant that fucking foot on the ground,
And it's
and I
game over.
immediately hit the dirt.
Ooh. Fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what it was like when I fucked up my ankle. Fucking I was playing at some kid's backyard. He's been a fan of us for fucking ever, still is. He's not a kid anymore. But he was, and he had like a local music festival in his like backyard for his fucking graduation party, whatever.
Yeah.
And he had us play. He's a good kid. Shout out to Dylan Tuttle. That kid's cool.
Don't tell.
Yeah, he's cool as shit, man. And so we played on the back porch, and I was a little, short story, I was a little too drunk, jumped off of something a little too high, and landed. My fucking ankle bent completely sideways. My foot completely got out of the way, and I landed on my ankle. Like, it came straight down on the porch. And I was off of something high, and I'm a big boy, and it immediately swelled up to the size of a softball.
Hey.
Oh shit.
Something fun, something hilarious is about to happen. Have a seat, my friend. Get in on this.
Bro, turn your mic a little bit down or sit back because you're rattling in my headphones.
You good?
No, you're rattling like
Better?
just you.
What's up, man?
Your mic.
Last time I saw you was last Birthcast.
Yeah, it's been, I guess, a year, huh?
Yeah.
You Gotta just make sure this thing's about this yay far away.
I didn't want to avoid a trip upstairs. So.
Oh, no, you're.
Oh, we got a little mini fridge back here.
Well, shit, you guys are more prepared than I thought.
I got some bushes
Already.
sitting on that table over there. If you get thirsty, you're more than welcome.
Hell yeah, I'd take that.
There you go.
Tasty boosh.
Some bushes.
It's pronounced Bush, right? Like
Yeah.
nobody's calls it Bush.
No.
What's going on, you crazy fuck?
Yeah.
Actually, not being too crazy.
That's good.
You're not being too crazy.
Trying my best.
That's good.
Oh my.
Just been working, really.
Gotta make sure this thing's right up on you, man.
Bro.
There you
There you
go.
go.
Yeah,
Just been
you
working.
just work your fucking dick off.
Yeah, that seems to be what I'm doing now.
That's good though.
Yeah,
That's not a bad thing.
Where do you work?
I work at the airport for Southwest Airlines.
I do pickups at Southwest. I'm with Pit Express,
Oh, okay.
just for freight.
Oh, for freight. Okay,
Mhm. Yeah.
sweet. Yeah, I don't ever see the cargo side of it.
Yeah.
I'm on the complete opposite side. I mean, I'm hardly ever at the gates, which pisses me off because I like the gates, and they always every time I look at my schedule because they set it up for the week of where you're going to be, and every time I see gates, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then but now I don't even care. I'm like, that'll change.
What do you,
because
security?
every time, no, I just do customer service agent.
Okay.
Which if you're going on a plane, it's just the center position at the gate, just the people just standing behind the desk answering questions.
Oh,
or-
no shit.
Yeah.
That ain't too bad.
And then
So that's basically security. I mean, that's
Yeah, well, I mean,
90% of security
I
is
have
that.
to keep the peace to some degree. And
Right.
If shit goes a little crazy,
When a middle-aged white woman starts screaming,
they're yelling
got
at
it.
us.
yeah, he has to go.
They're yelling at
I'm
me.
so sorry. It's
Yeah.
my fault.
Oh no! I never say it's my fault.
That was security at Mountaineer inside. I used to do security at Mountaineer. And inside work, I was doing the same exact shit.
Yeah. Luckily, it's not too bad. I mean, the ticket counter is not too bad. That's where you just pretty much just tag your bags, drop them off, and go.
Yeah.
I've actually been doing baggage service now,
Okay.
which a lot of people hate, I guess, because I love it though. I'm all about baggage service, and I start my first full month of baggage service on Sunday or tomorrow. And basically, you just sit there, you don't do shit,
Dude,
and then,
that's what I love.
yeah,
in a
and
job.
then the only time you really communicate with customers, I mean, 9 times out of 10, it's people like, "Where's oversize at?" I'm like, "It's right here. Just wait, it'll come
Yeah.
down." And then other times, it's people are like, "You guys destroyed my fucking bag," and they're mad. Or they're like, "I don't have my bag. Where's my bag?" And they're mad about that.
Yeah.
But that's why people don't like to work it, is because usually people are angry. But I've had much experience dealing with angry people, so
I was about to ask, is anything super fucking crazy ever happened? Or just...
Well, I've only been there for 4 months, maybe.
Okay.
As of right now, I can't think of anything too crazy. I mean, everybody's got stories though of some wild shit.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we have to open up bags to identify the people. Like if the tag rips off and they have no other identification on the bag, and we will open it up, and you never know what you might find.
Did you see some weird shit in there?
I haven't opened up a bag myself. One guy was telling me about how he was opening up a bag, and it happened to be for an older lady, and she must have been a salesperson
Yeah.
for dildos and shit.
Uh-oh.
My.
Tons of sex toys and lubrication and
Oh, shit.
Wow.
And
Either
then-
that or she just was at a party.
I was about to say, she's a
maybe.
freak.
Yeah. I don't think she had much shame about having all that shit in her bag, but usually I don't really have to deal too much. I mean, some people get pissed off, but I mean, I'm at the airport. It's pretty easy to talk people down.
Yeah, they just want to get in and out and yell at something.
Yeah, right. Well, that's what I said. I was like, well, you can go now. You can leave and come back. You can do this. Or you can, just continue be a fool and watch the police take your ass out. I mean, it's up to you.
It's all funny.
Yeah, it's a pretty good time, though. Like I said, I enjoy it. I've worked a lot of shitty jobs, so this
Yeah.
one's actually a pretty good one.
You seem to enjoy it.
Yeah, I do. I mean,
You seem happy.
yeah. I mean, well, for now, I guess. I mean, that's always once you're at a job for so long. I'm still pretty fresh in it. So.
By the way, real quick, happy birthday to both of you guys.
Oh,
Vince
thank you.
and Alex
Thank you.
just sat
Oh,
down.
well.
Thank you.
Both of you
happy
guys, happy
birthday.
birthday.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
So are you 32?
Yeah.
I'm
32.
23. We're like opposite numbers.
Oh, look at us go.
Illuminati.
That's it. There's threes in both of our names. Four of us.
Oh, snap.
Shit, boy.
That's it.
Jesus. You know what people, speaking of weird shit you see at work, the poor people have now started ordering in mass numbers Chinese sex toys.
Invest in Chinese sex toys.
All right. Can you explain what you mean by
There
poor
is-
people?
Lower,
Exactly.
You call me poor, man.
lower income
I might be poor
families.
people.
I am in
I
like
don't have any Chinese sex
below
toys. Not yet,
the
at
lowest
least.
tax bracket. Like I am a 25-year-old musician. Like I'm a
It's
horrible.
bad. It's a
I
bad
earn like
spot to be in.
$12 a year.
Ouch.
So
You've been commandeered. Oh, that's all right. It's all good.
That's all right. It's all right.
So, no, the Chinese don't put their stuff in boxes.
right.
They rather put it in a thin plastic bag.
Oh,
And
saves on.
yeah. Well, apparently, for some reason, rubber small dicks are very popular.
With
Like, yes. Like, I'm talking like
That's
more than
for me.
fucking like 5 people. Like, and like houses that look like they've been spray painted are ordering these fucking things.
that's weird.
And like,
Interesting.
they're like a big around as my thumb,
No shit.
and they're about 4 inches long. And you know what it is, because you can feel balls on it, because you can feel everything through this fucking gross plastic bag that I have to fucking.
Hold on a second. So you
molest for
delivering
hours.
this a lot or something?
Yes, like at least twice a week.
Different houses.
No
right?
shit.
Yeah, for like the past like 4 months.
I deliver recliners. I deliver TVs.
Not fake.
I delivered a
sometimes.
goddamn fucking by myself in a van. Delivered a above ground pool in a box.
God damn.
It was listed as
rough.
350 plus pounds. No, goddamn, that was way more than 350. I've dealt with 350. I've dealt with 800-pound shit. That was closer to 800-pound shit.
Did you end up pushing it half the way?
I literally was like stood up in the cargo van and got down like hike and tried to do that and it fucking barely budged. Like I had to fucking sit with my back against the rest of the freight and kick with both legs. Came out, I drove the van ahead to like get it down like that.
Oh,
It stayed just like that on the corner of it. Like it was weighing. And I let it down, and I let it down pretty easy. I didn't fuck myself up. Like I've been working there long enough to know not to fuck myself up. But
I'm down out for a minute.
all right,
Yep.
Jizzy P,
Get outta here.
Jizzy P coming up.
We don't need you, Vince. This is gonna be free roaming now without Vince here. That's right.
Daddy's home.
He's home.
Real quick, which fucking
Take us on a trip, Daddy.
Eric's 3.
Man, I'm kind of missing your mustache that you had.
Yeah,
It's kind of just not as.
it's sad.
not
I
what it
just
used
shaved
to
my
be.
beard.
Yeah.
Yep, I just shaved my beard. Now all I have left is mustache.
I just
Feels
figured,
a little
I
weird.
figured since it was a celebration, I would just shave.
I don't know if I look
Yeah,
creepy
you
or
look
not. Do I?
I didn't even know you had a
No?
mustache
Okay,
at
cool.
first, but now I see it.
Yeah, I just shaved.
Yeah, it's not much of a mustache, but it's there.
I can't grow much mustache either.
It's like a very small, like young French mustache.
It is indeed.
my lip.
I could totally curl this if I wanted to. It would take some
You
time.
should consider that.
I should consider it.
Yeah, I would.
I'll consider that consideration.
I have like plenty of mustache hair, but it's super blonde.
Yeah, you look like you can grow a pretty solid mustache.
I mean,
You can throw a pretty solid anything.
He's a fucking
Look at
Viking.
this guy. It's funny shit.
my mustache game raw though. Like
There you go. Oh yeah.
I need the wax, but it's so blonde you can barely see it. You know.
Yeah, that's nice there. There's something I was meaning to talk to you about was your dad being on Facebook.
Oh God, what did his dad say?
His dad is just always wilding out on there, but it's like so. It's like
Just listen.
but it's like so. It's
I watch him like fuck with you.
it's
Like,
hilarious
and like he just cracks you up all the time.
every time. Like I don't even.
I read
know.
the other night he said something to you, and you were just like, you just made me laugh so hard I went into a coughing
Well,
fit.
no,
yeah.
what's an example of
Well,
like?
this
My
one
dad's
happened
just
the other-
old and drunk and crazy.
He's funny as hell.
So is my dad.
The other day, I was talking to somebody else about how we know like they can pretty much cure anything. They just don't because they make money on it.
Right.
And then like we were because Southwest sometimes they deliver like body parts on the planes, and they were delivering a pair of eyes to
For like
somebody.
hospitals, right?
Yeah, for hospitals.
Okay, good.
UPMC. Yeah.
This person was blind. This child was blind. They removed her eyes and gave her whole new eyes, and they worked. So she went from completely blind
Holy
to
shit.
seeing because they removed her eyes and gave her new eyes. I was like, okay,
Wow.
they can do that shit. You can't cure the cold
Yeah,
or
right,
cancer
yeah.
or something like that. And then,
True.
and then that's what we were saying, and I put that on there. I was like, and just in quotes, it's like we can't cure a common cold or cancer, but we can get you some new eyes. And then his dad commented along the lines of something is, you can cure both of those if you get cancer or the cold at the right time or something along those lines.
Oh,
I can't remember word for word, but it was
what's the
pretty
right
funny.
time?
He just left it vague. Like,
Did you see that study with the mouses or the mice? Jeez, they tested this new cancer drug on mice, and it completely removed the cancer from them all. And their human studies are like on their way or something like that.
And it'll cost $10 million.
It'll cost $10 million, but you're gonna live, so fuck it, right?
No,
I'll
hold
spend
on.
$10 million.
I don't have 10 million to
Don't have
spend
10 million.
personally.
No,
But
your kids can pay it off when you're dead. Don't worry about
There you
that.
go.
Yeah.
I'll say this though. Has anybody else heard about?
I don't know if that's
they
how it
found that
works.
like not CBD but actual THC fights cancer cells. I've been
I saw
hearing,
something
I've been
about
hearing that. I mean, I never fucking like research shit ever, but I was knowing
It's
if there was
weird,
any
isn't-
credibility.
CBD
I
is
don't know.
illegal in Pennsylvania now, but it's
No, it's
also
legal.
it's-
Is
I thought it was
CBD
legal in Ohio. Now it didn't used to be legal in
Maybe.
Ohio, but now it's illegal in Pennsylvania. It used to be legal in Pennsylvania. I think that's switched, but kratom's illegal in PA. I'm pretty sure, and Ohio.
I think kratom's legal everywhere.
Is
for
it?
now? For now, I
Maybe
think
it is. I feel
think-
like I have seen it in Ohio.
Yeah. That chick down in Cincy gave me like fucking
Oh, she
two and
did
a
have a
half.
bunch of
She gave me like
kratom.
2.5 grams of kratom.
I think it is legal in Ohio now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Bad.
I never had that or tried that stuff before.
I mean, she was like, "This is enough for a first time."
What did it do
like,
for you?
It made me feel really chill.
I tried it a long time
For a
ago.
minute.
I wasn't.
Well, there's
it was
different.
all right.
I guess what
guess.
it does is if your opioid if your opioid receptors are not even, it's really good for that.
Yeah.
But my opioid receptors have
Or
never been
even.
uneven.
Well,
really.
apparently it's something to do with.
just relax
There's
you.
different strains of it.
Mostly, I see. I don't.
There's
I don't
different
know
strains
that
of it,
much.
and some of it you can use for like caffeine,
Mhm.
and there's some of it that is used good for pain, or
Okay.
like sleeping. So I guess that's how it works.
Well, this
And
chick-
supposedly each strain reacts differently with everybody
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I read a lot about people saying that this does this to them, but then someone else says it does this to them.
But yeah, for,
So apparently everyone kind of takes the strains differently. Kratom's like a weird one.
Well, and
that might
this,
be it. But I heard from what I was reading, like
The
it seems like the other day, it was different strains for like different
Yeah.
side effects or whatever you want to call it.
yeah.
and what happens when you take
What
it?
happens?
Nobody
How does it
knows.
fuck you up?
It didn't. I mean, it didn't fuck me up. I think it can.
I
if
guess
you
it
take enough.
doesn't. Yeah, but that's I guess
If you
it
take like a
doesn't.
whole shitload, because
Maybe
like I
they're
said,
just like withdrawing it.
Don't worry.
2 hours.
If there's a way to abuse it,
Just people will do it.
people
Oh,
will
yeah,
figure it
people will
out.
figure it out.
People will fucking figure it
They'll
out.
be vaping that before tomorrow.
They'll be- yeah,
and-
exactly. And dying.
No, the
fucking
chick
48
gave me,
hours
like,
later.
That would be awesome. I bet.
Fucking, like, literally get tripped like
Jeez.
really hard, like the hardest you've ever fucking tripped.
That would be extremely uncomfortable, is what it
Is
would
this
be.
a,
And then you just died 48 hours later.
Yeah,
is
no,
this
thank you.
like a pay event?
I
Yeah,
felt
it's
like
a-
dying.
it's a
last
pay-per-view.
time.
Yep.
Okay, I didn't know.
Last
yeah.
time I
Yep.
tripped really hard, I
This is-
felt like
we're in
dying.
the main
I was
card
like, I'm
now.
ready to die.
I think I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna grab beer real quick.
all right. Hey, grab me one if you,
You want one too?
Actually, just that. If you could grab me a bush from over there, that'd be
Yeah,
good
those
enough.
bushes over there.
Nice boosh. Probably not.
Tasty boosh.
Look at that box and that boosh over there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but that
So real quick, I'm just gonna throw it out there, just to throw it out there. We got Chicago and Detroit lined up. And
nice.
Still, yeah.
Nice.
Well, no, I don't. I think last time I was on, we didn't have Detroit. We got Detroit the next day, May 13th. I think is Detroit. And then we're going to be playing May 19th. I'm bringing some friends through Philly. They wanted Cincinnati, but this band Fuck You Pay Me is playing Cincinnati that night. That means every punk in and around Cincinnati is going to be at Fuck You Pay Me.
Right.
So we're trying to do like Dayton or Columbus.
Is that Goodfellas inspired? I'm assuming.
Fuck
You pay me.
Maybe.
Fuck you, pay me.
They're the most. The dude's like 50 something, and he's like a way more intense frontman than I am.
Really?
He's been doing it forever. He was in a band. Have you guys ever heard of Face Value?
No.
They got like nationally huge, like playing at like places bigger than Mr. Smalls, probably.
You may have told me about this place before.
Possibly.
Or this band. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Well, he's been in a bunch of different bands too,
yeah.
but this is his newest rendition, and they just like toured California like last year, like I found one of Fuck You Pay Me's records in a record store in Cincinnati, and he's from Cleveland.
Okay.
So it's like they're pretty big, and like everyone I know all across the East Coast into the Midwest and shit, everyone knows who fucking Tony Erba. He's the singer.
Right.
Everyone knows Tony Erba.
Yeah.
He's just been doing it forever. He's even friends with the dudes in like Sheer Terror, is like a huge band in the hardcore scene. He even like knows dudes in Sheer Terror and like knows a lot of people. Actually, we played with them before. He fucking loved us.
Nice.
That was
dude.
pretty incredible.
Good.
But anyway, so I got to get like either Columbus or Dayton for this Philly band, and then we got like some June runs going through Akron, and then Columbus, and then doing like a day or two in Skatopia.
Oh man.
I'm just throwing that out there. Oh shit! What's up, dude?
Shit.
I'm doing.
Oh fuck.
Here, you want to take over?
Yeah, someone let Ryan sit down.
I've been down.
Oh boy. He's got the large mug of coffee.
Coffee, legitimately.
The one.
Hi.
How you been, man? It's been a while. It's been like a year since I've seen you, man.
At least.
Yeah,
At
at
least.
least. Yeah.
You asked me how I've been. I mean, I don't know. I'm fucking alive.
Yeah, dude. I feel that.
I mean,
That's just the way it beans now.
Fucking rock and rolling,
Yeah,
dog.
Keep it going.
we
Live
are
life.
fucking rock and roll. We are fucking rock
A
and
day
roll.
at a time, you know?
Yeah.
For real.
What's
It's
actually
the
been a
only
couple-
way I can keep up anymore is a day at a time.
Dude, it's actually been a couple weeks since I've been on. I learned to relearn the fucking mic thing. I'll be wandering away fucking down the yellow brick fucking road.
Oh no, don't worry.
Alright.
It's fun down here right now.
I'll
Fucking
go
Hitler
for
went
the yellow
upstairs.
brick road, dude.
Hitler.
Hit me with it.
Hitler went upstairs.
Dude, you better be careful. You never know. If you let him go upstairs, you don't know what the fuck he's doing. When
Oh,
he's
shit.
downstairs, you know, at
Maybe we
least he
should get
can't
back
get
down there
out.
and keep an eye on him.
He can't get out. There's only so many ways you can get out. But when he gets fucking upstairs, that's when that motherfucker went to Poland, dog. That's when that motherfucker went to Poland. He went upstairs. He fucking was like, we're going to go take some shit over. They did keep him downstairs. You know, hey, fuck it. Yeah.
He's like, the living room is a second podcast if you guys want to go up there.
We tried that second party shit like that one time. And like I said, then Poland got taken over. So
And then
All kinds of whack shit.
You still working on cars?
oh, fuck, I could, dude,
Oh,
listen,
Christ.
I could tell you
As long
fucking
as you're
right now, I could be like, I'll never fucking do that again. Dude, listen, it'll follow me to the fucking grave. It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
He would just like spit blood out and be like, Eric, give me that goddamn ratchet.
be a mix of blood and oil.
Fuck, I certainly hope not. That means something went way fucking wrong. Something went way wrong. We got a little too in depth in an experiment there.
Right.
That's happened once or twice. I'll fucking show you the scars.
I'll show you this, guys.
Hey, and to answer your earlier question, yes, it is legitimate coffee.
Oh, okay.
I'm still trying to be careful. I don't want to fucking resummon any fucking demons.
I was sick as fucking balls this week, dude. It was fucked up. Like,
Stomach flu?
yes, I don't know if it was the flu, but that whole deal.
That genre there, you know?
Yeah, dude, it was no, dude, it was no fun.
Dude,
No fucking fun.
It put me down, dog.
Yeah, you thought I was fucking dying.
It put me fucking down. Tell you, fuck.
Dude, all I know is there was at one point I fucking walked out of my room and you were sitting on the couch and I just like didn't even say anything and I just came out of there and looked at you and I was fucking miserable and just like walked in the bathroom and fucking puked and shit and fucking all the bad things.
All not good things.
Yeah, and just like fucking walk back out. It's like fucking death, fucking frozen over, and just like go sleep for 4 more hours. That was what was going on. I would sleep for about like 2.5 hours, and then I'd get up and fucking just projectile vomit and shit, and then I would go back to sleep, and then I'd wake up and do it again and go back
That
to
was
sleep.
fun, I bet.
Fuck that. Get the
One
fuck
of those
outta
times when you're sitting on the toilet and you got a trash can in front of you and it's just going out of both ends there.
here. Dude, you know what? I totally thought that was going to happen. Hold up. TV time out. I totally thought that was going to happen, and it never fucking happened, and I'm so thankful for that. That hasn't happened to me in so long. It's
been a while,
It's the
but-
fucking worst, dude.
Yeah, it really is.
Maybe we're all overdue for that.
Everyone does it, though. And it happens to everyone at least once. You have to fucking projectile from both ends.
Oh, dude, that's happened.
It's true.
That's happened to me from getting drunk before, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I've been there from getting fucking way too fucked up. Shit and puke at the same time. I'm just glad I didn't do it when I was sick. It's the fucking worst because you know you're trying to throw up in a fucking garbage can. There ain't no hitting that garbage can. You don't give a fuck.
Oh, dude, you can try as hard as you want. It'll never happen.
No, dude, there's
some
like puke
times-
on the side of the fucking sink and on the fucking floor.
There's times where I put my head in the toilet and I still got puke on the walls. And it's just like, oh, man. Now I can clean this shit up, too. Man.
Yeah. It's like, how the fuck did I even throw up
all
this
the
hard?
vomit I've ever excreted out of
I
my
know.
body and
It's
just where it was. And,
Graphic detail right now.
man.
Yeah, that's good. That's how you get listeners and shit.
That's
Yeah.
right,
It's
man.
fucking
They want to hear that
This is
dirty
the stuff.
shit.
This is the stuff they want to hear.
Yeah, gross them right the fuck out. Fuck, turn that shit on. I'm gonna eat breakfast.
Yeah. So the other day I spray farted like.
Oh, man. Dude,
With my
I
pants
think the
on.
older you get, the more that happens. And I'm only 23 and I'm learning that now. It's not good.
Dude.
I was like thinking of all the times that I like shit or sharted myself, and I'm like, no, it's fairly. I guess that checks out. That checks out.
Yeah, well, it's getting there.
That's about the time that I started progressing a little bit more with that category.
Yeah. Whoops, I shit myself.
Oh damn!
Dude, it's the fucking best when you get older. You just get to be like, damn, guys, I'll be right back. I just shit myself. And like, you don't get judged anymore. You know, like when you do that shit when you're like 16 years old, 18 years old, you fucking go and shit yourself. You're like, oh, damn, I can't fucking tell nobody, dog. I gotta get.
I was
dude,
going
dude,
to.
I can't tell nobody. We gotta hide out. Like you talk one of your friends, it's like walk behind me.
I was on
I just shit myself.
the Nuke's house like a couple months ago, man. I like pulled up right to the driveway and I went to fart. I totally just shit my fucking pants. I fucking turned around and go home. I texted him. I was like, man, I shit myself. I'll be back. Like, I was looking forward to it, you know?
I had to go get a shower now.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Oh, that's a freaking good way. Hey, man, at least you did it before you got out.
Right,
I
yeah.
don't know. It could have been worse.
When you're sitting down.
Oh man, that was a great time.
Please explain.
Oh, one time in Cincinnati, we man, I'm really bad talking to this mic, guys. I'm sorry. One time in Cincinnati, probably 4 or 5 years ago. 1969, that's right. I wasn't even born yet, and this happened. But our friend, Theo, used to play guitar back in the day. He, let's say the night before we had a lot of White Castle. And then we went
Good
to
White Castle.
the good White Castle, yeah. We went to Waffle House in the morning, and he had a coffee, straight black coffee, and about 2 minutes into it, he couldn't. There wasn't anything holding that back anymore. He let it out right there. He just like he just got up and ran outside. No one knew what happened. I didn't know what happened. I think AJ ran out to go talk to him, And we were sitting in there, and then someone came in the door like 2 minutes later, like, what the fuck? I just stepped in shit. Theo had shit himself on his way out the door. Sorry to put you on the spotlight, Theo, but that's not how it happened. Oh, I'm
Hey, let AJ sit down to say how this happened.
Dude, do you want to get back in? We could. This is fucking musical chairs, dog.
Oh yeah, you'll get back.
What happened was he was on the way out to the car, right? He was grabbing his
Sit down.
He can't sit down. He won't stop. He can't
You're gonna
stop.
unplug the thing.
Oh snap!
Yeah, you gotta sit down on that one. Oh snap!
Oh snap!
I hope this all gets edited out.
No, I ain't editing shit.
We need longer dicks.
Wait, longer dick.
What?
Okay, he left his phone in the car.
Oh, that was it.
Yeah, and it was.
And that was the only
Suburban.
difference.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't a fan.
Yeah, he went out to go grab his phone. He drank the straight black coffee, and it was a night of not just White Castle, but White Castle and PBR.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
We've
stayed
all
in
been
a-
there. It happens like every Wednesday at least.
It really does. We stayed in a Econo lodge that smelled like burnt crack. There was definitely a dude that just got out of prison, bummed a cigarette off me and shit. We go to the Waffle House over in Kentucky. We're sitting at the Waffle House. We all get our orders. He orders straight black coffee, drinks it, and he's like, oh, yeah, I need to go grab my phone. So me, him, and another dude walk out to the car with him like, oh, yeah, I'm going to check my phone because I had mine plugged in, whatever. We get out there. He opens up the passenger door. He reaches for his phone and goes, oh, I just shit myself. Like, that's the exact noise he made. That's the exact noise. I'm like, what? He's screaming. I fucking laughed so hard. I'm jumping up and down like a schoolgirl. I'm like, yeah! It was the most funny shit I've ever seen in my life. And he waddles back in fucking all Mr. Penguin from Batman style. And that's when he dropped the shit in the revolving door and it smeared around. And or not revolving door, but the sliding like open push.
He did a fucking shit down the leg, shit down the pant leg.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this was bad. It was full on. There was no like. This wasn't up.
It was bad, and it wasn't totally solid either.
Yeah, this was the whole deal.
Nah, dude, I ever tell you about the time I thought I was dying?
I had one of those Thursday, but do tell.
Okay, so
I'm
like,
pretty sure Josh thought I was dying too. So
I was like, it was right after like we moved into our first house together, and I was trying to be a little bit healthier. It was like right when I was getting ready to quit smoking and everything.
okay.
Yeah. Well, I started taking this multivitamin,
He's doing a cleanse
and no, it was like
inadvertently,
like every morning, like I would take these multivitamin packs, like 8 pills in it.
like this men's packs or something.
Yeah.
yeah. Those things are pretty legit, man.
Yeah, just I felt better.
Yeah.
Fucking. Anyways, I one morning I woke up and I was looking out the back door because that's like the first thing I do in the morning is check outside, see what I'm dealing with.
Right.
You know, mentally prepare myself. Is this gonna suck? You know.
10 fucking 4 there.
Yeah. So I'm
It
sitting
sucks
there,
every day, anyways. Though. So
and I was wearing boxers back when I could get away with wearing boxers,
okay.
and I farted, and
Well, so you thought.
yeah, well, I shit on the floor,
A lot of straight shit on the floor. Your boxers. on.
just like a squirt, like an oily shit.
Yeah. We call this.
Like
the
it
oil
wasn't
slip.
diarrhea. It was just like when you eat like really bad wings from a bar and you get the oil shits.
Ugh.
That it was that, but like I was eating healthier than I had in years. I'm like, oh, it's killing me.
Yeah, it's coming out. Just tell him you're filming a documentary about BP or some shit. It'll be.
Like, well, I have a disease they're gonna have to name after me because unfortunately, and I'm gonna shit myself to death.
Yeah, McShit stick or
They call
whatever
that
the fuck.
cholera, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
I'd spend some time in Panama.
it took me longer than I'm proud of to figure out that it was the vitamin pack.
Okay.
It was blocking
and it-
something in me because it happened like after it happened once, it was happening every other day.
No shit.
Yeah, and like I would be at work, or and I was
That's
welding,
weird, man.
and I'd be like sitting on a bucket. Oh, I got a fart. Oh fuck.
What's not a fart?
Oh,
Nope. Like
it already smells in there, anyways. That just adds to it.
yeah, and now like I have to always carry clothes in case I need a costume change.
Fuck
Or,
that.
Yeah, that's no bueno.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. So like, fuck this motherfucker.
Yeah, man. Well, there was obviously some kind of imbalance somewhere, like you said. It was blocking something.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I think
You gotta be careful with supplements and that shit, man.
I think the last time I had sharded, I guess, I was at a bar, and the bathroom is on the complete opposite side of this building. So I would always just go piss outside because the door's closer. So I'd go outside, and I was pissing. This past winter. I just remember there was a lot of snow,
Real American
and
shit.
I remember pissing, and then I think I imagine I tried to fart, and it just wasn't a fart, and I could just feel it still sitting there. It was solid, though.
In
And
your
it was
butt
just sitting there
cheeks?
in my butt cheeks, because I obviously clinched real quick once I realized.
You cut her off.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So we're gonna go stand in line now.
No, I literally reached down, scooped it out, threw it in the snow, picked up snow, and went like this with my hands, and I went back to drinking.
Oh my God.
Damn. Listen.
Damn.
Dude,
He's a special animal.
this fucking...
It's the only logical thing to do was
Oh, I get it.
Dog, he could tell you fucking shit like that you'll be like, damn, I never even thought of doing that. You know what I mean? It's
You
like,
gotta improvise.
oh, dude, listen, you're
I
good,
bet-
you're good,
I'm-
you're good
I'm the
for it,
best
babe.
at improvising.
You are.
I gotta
dude.
work on the fly always, or else it's just I think too much about it, and then it's just over. But if I just instantly just react, everything's all
Oh,
gravy.
it's good, dude. People have been wiping their ass with their hands for thousands of years.
Right,
I mean, What
exactly.
the fuck you want?
I kept getting whiffs of it though, and I was like,
Oh,
I
fuck
don't
yeah,
know.
You threw it
The
on
snow didn't
my
really. The underwear were fine. It was just my hands. The snow.
Oh,
I didn't use
shitty
soap. Yeah, I didn't use soap. I just washed it with snow.
Can I buy you a drink?
So you didn't go back inside and wash your fucking hands?
I didn't.
You shitty fucking hands.
My shitty hand. One hand.
Just one.
One hand.
I don't know, dude. You rubbed them together, so.
Oh yeah, I guess
makes
you're
it
right.
okay.
I guess you're right. People were trying to like shake my hand as I was leaving. I was like, Knuckles, man. Knuckles.
You don't want this.
That's pretty.
That's nice.
That's pretty legit.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not gonna put that on anybody else. That was all me.
I feel it.
You probably did inadvertently, anyways. I mean, at least you were trying, dude.
Exactly.
Oh my
As
God.
they say, shit does happen.
Dude, am I eating it up? He's getting back up. Do you want, dude?
Yeah, musical chairs.
Dog, listen, we'll never run out of shit to talk about. I mean, some of it might be motherfucking pointless, but you know. Here, you said you just got in there, dude. You just got here at the same time I did. You want to come in? Okay.
Everyone's fighting.
Sadie, do you want in?
Yeah, Sadie.
Tan.
Come on, Sadie. He's shy. Just leave it.
Oh,
Leave it. Let him
Bobbity
be.
boopy.
Shut. You got to get her on.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Yes.
there we go.
Hey, has anyone else used the Anne Frank bathroom upstairs?
The Anne Frank. Oh my God, the closet bathroom.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's a good piss.
A lot of sense of
Let you know.
security.
What was your name again?
Devin, brother.
Devin.
I plan on drinking enough to use the Pittsburgh toilet over here.
Oh, shit.
Man, that's completely open.
Yeah,
Stuff
like
over there.
I might sit on that before the night's out.
It's just a wallless toilet that is
Yep.
And there's a piss over there.
in house.
I-
I thought that's what he was talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
So where do you,
Yeah.
Devin? Where
I
do you
recommend
normally like perform for comedy and shit?
Oh, I did a little bar in Pittsburgh called Hambone.
Okay.
Hambones, I'm sorry.
Okay.
It was good stuff.
What are you doing? Like open mic nights?
Yeah, here and there, just little 5-minute spots.
That's cool.
Yeah, I enjoy it. That's why I stopped doing the music thing, because I just feel like it's also a pretty decent medium, like just in an outlet
To be a
creatively.
performer.
Yeah,
You got to get up on that microphone, brother.
exactly. And I love music, but what I really love was playing live. Like that was the whole reason I did it, which
Yeah.
I assume is why a lot of people do. But I don't know. I just felt like it would be something that was more doable, less of a time thing because it's one.
Yeah,
song
you can work on your
forward.
schedule.
Yeah.
And in terms of like if you have a message that you want to get across to a group of people, I mean you can do that with music, but like a lot of people listening big time today, that there's no meaning and there's no meaning anymore. I mean I guess in some situations like there's a lot of indie stuff that's really cool, but you know what I'm saying? Like
Oh yeah, I get you.
so
I don't know, man. I think when you start off your young adult life, like learning music and everything, and then as you get older, and like you either pursue it like you are, or it just becomes something else, like it has for us. And it's because I at 32, I can't see myself trying to go like book gigs right now in Pittsburgh. Like I like
Exactly.
that's gonna look a little sad. Like.
I mean, I know. I mean, there's dudes out there. I know a dude who's like in his late 40s, early 50s, and he still tours the country
Really?
in a hardcore like metal, thrash, crossover, whatever the fuck, man. Everyone fucking loves him, including myself.
See, like,
Shouts out to DSR, by
I
the way,
would-
Dirty South Revolutionaries. He's the singer for that band, Johnny Moss. Man, he's a bad motherfucker.
I would like record and release EPs.
Yeah,
He's sweet.
I would do
that's a
that.
studio project.
Yeah,
Like
I
Tickle
would,
Fight. For
yeah,
example.
like I would love to write a Tickle Fight EP.
I'm for sure down. Like I will fucking write some Tickle Fight riffs.
You guys put music together?
No, like we've been friends for
Talked
like
about this forever.
we've been friends for like a decade.
Okay.
But like we're from like opposite sides. Like he is from chaos and I do not thrive there.
Yeah. Fucking people punch each other in the face when they sing my band a lot.
Yeah, mine's the one that made them dance beforehand. We were friends 10 minutes ago. Now I'm doing that weird windmill kick that everyone hates.
That's fun. That's hard to dodge.
I fucking hate that shit, dude. How bad were fucking mosh pits? Like when people started doing that shit.
I love mosh pits.
I mean, but like when they start doing like the windmill shit and like
like
hardcore
hardcore
gymnastics.
dancing. So, like, do you mean like hardcore dancing? or,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
crowd killing?
that's what he
I don't
means.
mind hardcore dancing, but like when you got fucking two dudes hardcore dancing and like literally 20 people who want to mosh, like those 20 people should mosh. Like I don't mind hardcore dancing if like a whole bunch of people, if that's what everyone's doing, hardcore dance. Or if you're crowd killing, if that's what everyone's doing, crowd kill. But like I hate when there's like 20 dudes who just like want to like just 20 fucking people want to push mosh, and you got one or two motherfuckers start hardcore dancing.
Yeah.
But I'm always the type of dude, and I've seen this done, and I've done it before myself. When it's just two dudes hardcore dancing, I just come up behind them and like not like trying to rough them up too much, but I just pick them up and run them against a wall of people who are eagerly wanting to jump in the pit, and the mosh pit breaks out.
Yeah.
And those dudes start push moshing too, and like everyone's like, it's not a dick move. Like if that's how you want to dance, that's how you want to dance. But like, shit, man, if there's 20 people wanting to mosh, let them mosh. You know.
Absolutely.
I don't know, man. I fucking hate hardcore dancers. It always fucking ruined it.
I
because
Me too.
I was always the asshole that got elbowed in the eye.
Right.
Yeah.
Innocent bystander. Just keep
Yeah,
bullshit.
and then they're gone before I have a chance to get a hold of them.
See, now, for my music in particular, that's not what I'm looking for because that deters a lot of people from having a good time.
Yeah.
I just hate playing in front of crowds that don't move at all.
Oh, dude, that's a
No,
fucking
that's-
worst.
I play in front
That's
of
a bad day at
that's
work.
honestly that's Pittsburgh for me. Because they notoriously don't move, but they dig us.
Fucking weirdest goddamn thing I've ever seen. Because I went and saw Amorosa last September, and it was in what Cativo or whatever that place is.
Yeah, Cativo.
And so it's like it's about as wide as this fucking basement, and nobody was moving. I was like the only one.
See, I saw Trash Talk at Cativo, and a whole bunch of people were moving, but. You know, that was one show. I've been to a lot of different shows, and it's pretty, you know, just stand, bob your head type shit. And it's like, that's fine and all, that's fine and dandy, but I'm ready for people to, like, I'm up here trying to lose my mind.
Right, and
And like
why
when
would you
everyone else is
fucking
losing
show?
their mind, then the show's incredible. And then when I'm the one, and then I back off, and I don't perform as well when
Right.
people are just looking at me. Like, you know, like...
You definitely feed off their energy.
For sure. Like, I played shows for 10 people that were better than shows for, like, 40, 50 people.
Absolutely.
Just because the 10 people fucking moved and got into it, you know?
Fuck yeah.
And I always hated that too. Fucking staring back, like looking out and staring at like
Blank faces.
50 faces just like looking at you or someone playing on their fucking phone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's the worst.
Knock it the
That
fuck
hurts.
off.
I pegged a dude with a fucking water bottle one time for being in his phone.
Jeez.
I fucking like picked up and just wung it at him because we were opening for Race Riot and Violent Offense in Youngstown, and this dude was like talking like he was a younger dude who used to listen to us way back in our Boardman days, and he's like, "Yeah, fucking boss, ready, yeah." And he was like sitting on a bench in his phone. And I pegged him, and he got all mad, and he's like, "Oh, you got my jacket wet, you got my phone wet," and I was like, "Oh yeah, you shouldn't have been in your phone then, right? Like you're at a hardcore show, bro. Like." What are you doing?
Fuck out there, son.
And he was the only one just sitting there. Like, everyone else was moving except for like the wall of fucking SOSF dudes. There was like 100 motherfuckers there, but they were all behind the security wall because I didn't have like a patch. You know what I mean? Like it's some crew shit. But then like I walked up on the security wall, which was like this tall, like that thin, and like I balanced on the security wall, and like I grabbed a dude by his hand and just started screaming at all of them all the way in the back and shit. After that, they were like, "Fuck yeah, like, this dude's all right."
He's okay.
He's okay with me. But then Race Riot played, and the whole place fucking exploded, which was incredible.
Fuck yeah.
Race Riot is absolutely in my like top 3 favorite punk bands of all time.
Really?
Yes.
They have a deep catalog? How many albums?
They got a bunch, and they've only been around since like 12. Wow. But Rob, the singer for Race Riot, has been playing music since the mid-90s.
Okay.
He was in a hardcore band called Crowd Deterrent. They just did a European tour a couple years ago. They did a Japanese tour a year before that. Like, they're huge. And they're from Youngstown, man. Homegrown.
Insane.
No shit.
Yeah. Crowd Deterrent's a big fucking, and the singer for Crowd Deterrent, he does a lot of Race Riot shit, and he really, we've played with them a few times. He really seems to like us. And I love them. I know a lot of the words to a lot of their songs.
Yeah.
You've seen that shirt I wear, I don't fuck with cops, but cops fuck with me.
Yeah.
That's one of their songs.
That's cool.
Yeah.
No doubt. Dude, how do you remember all these fucking bands?
So I just exist in that state of mind 24/7.
He's into it.
I know, but damn, like I could never like.
I take music over pussy, dude.
That's true.
And I'm a straight man, but
Yeah.
I take music over fucking anything. I quit smoking for music.
How's that going, by the way? Where you at?
Like I quit counting. It's like over 5 months. I haven't had a single cigarette since I gave it up.
That's fantastic.
I've had a few Black and Milds, but I still don't have to have a Black and Mild.
No.
But just once in a while, it's like, oh, I'm fucking having a night with some special substances.
So
I'm gonna do a Black
This
and
isn't
Mild,
like
Yeah.
This isn't like a Uncle Buck kind of thing where you're like, oh, I quit smoking the pipe.
No, I smoke. I'm at the point now. I have about a Black and Mild at least once a week, sometimes twice a week.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, from a pack and a half a day to 1 to 2 Black and Milds a week.
Save money.
Oh, for sure. Oh, it's incredible.
Yeah. I make a car payment with what I save off of not buying cigarettes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
I recently walked into a store in I think it was West Virginia, and I saw the cigarette prices. Holy fuck!
Oh, dude, they're out of this world.
Yep.
They're out of the world.
Like I don't know how people fucking afford that.
And that's the thing. I couldn't afford it, but I always found a way to get cigarettes. Like I'd sell video games for cigarettes. Like I'd sell shit around my house for cigarettes.
Damn.
Like I was hopelessly addicted. To a pack and a half a day. Just
How'd you end up quitting?
cold turkey.
Oh man.
And I tried quitting a
do it.
million times, but then it was actually after the Kevin Lee Tony Ferguson. I remember I smoked because I bought a pack before I got there, opened it, and I went home and I had like 2-3 cigarettes left. And even that night, I remember talking to you guys like, dude, I need to quit smoking soon. And I lit like my 17,000th one in a row.
Oh man.
And the next morning, I woke up, I had 1 cigarette left, and I smoked it, and I'm like, I'm just taking a day off. Just to prove, because I really got to like put up or shut up. I got to take a day off. I went no nicotine patch or anything. At the end of the day, I was going nuts, and I cleaned out, like my room was all crazy fucked, and I like deep cleaned my room. And I even found a pack of cigarettes with like 2 or 3 left in it, and I was sitting there for like 10, 15 minutes, like staring at it, and I just fucking threw them away. And then the next day, I woke up and just was like, see what I can do about 2 days. And just I wasn't ready. And that's why I failed every time. I was, I'm not ready yet. And I just like start smoking again. And then this time I'm just like, I've tried quitting for girlfriends and I've tried quitting for family. And it's like, nah, I'm just going to quit for me this time. That's what it was, really.
I think that was a big part of when I quit too, was like there's you have to fucking actually
Really
want
wanna do
to
it.
quit. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, that's when
You can't just like, Every smoker I've ever met, almost every smoker I've ever met, has tried to quit, wants to quit somewhere. You know what?
Yeah.
And I mean that's part of and that. What does that tell you about cigarettes? You know,
Like gross.
they're gross. They do nothing for you. It's the worst thing I ever did in my life because like there's no high. Like it's doing damage to your body. And it's literally try a cigarette. Guess what? You're addicted. You know what I mean? Like,
Congratulations.
and there's no nothing.
There's $14 a day.
Right.
Yeah,
God.
absolutely.
People are like, "Oh, I need it, or I'd kill someone." It's like, no, that's just the addiction. Like, it never calmed me down.
Right.
You know.
It's not. It's a stimulant. It picks you up.
Mhm.
Like a cigarette.
Yeah.
I always thought maybe it was just like this smooth, rhythmic breathing. You know what I mean? Like,
I
that
just like
could be a
smoking.
part of it. Taking deep breaths.
yeah.
I just like.
I love
like-
smoking.
I love to do
Dude,
it.
I'll go to a hookah bar. I'll get my black and mild once, twice. I love smoking.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun, man.
It is.
But
I mean, it's kind of lame too, but I totally like to look cool.
yeah.
Basically why I fucking,
I get
basically
it.
why I fucking started smoking cigs. And then it was just like, well, actually, this shit's awesome.
I enjoy this. And
This feels good.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Actually, I started
After
on
meals
black and
and-
milds.
I did too.
Started on black
did
and
too.
milds.
Swisher Sweets,
really,
actually.
you started on
Swisher
Black and Milds?
Sweets.
Mhm.
I went to Swisher Sweets and then I went to Black and Mild.
Well, yeah, I did like some Phillies, like grape Phillies or whatever,
Yeah.
but didn't inhale. But the first time I inhaled was a black and mild.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and you know, and honestly, I have it in my mind that like I'm not going to smoke black and milds forever, for
Yeah.
sure. Like this is, you know, this is just part of the process, I guess. But
Also, like you said, you only smoke like 1 to maybe 2 a week.
a week,
You know, so
Yeah.
like those
and I'm
things
not
aren't,
inhaling on every hit.
Like,
And I
those
put
things
them
aren't
out.
like right. They're not like you gotta want to smoke those motherfuckers.
yeah,
To
Oh,
smoke
yeah.
more than one of those. you
Yeah.
know?
The hand to mouth though was another thing too. Like
It's
I vaped
habit,
for a
dude.
little
It's
while
just
to quit,
habit.
To be honest, It
I
helped
bite
a
my
lot.
nails a lot now.
Yeah.
I can't mess with that, dude. No way.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
Bite the shit out of my nails.
really?
Chew gum a lot.
I should probably do because like my front teeth I feel like are weakening because of how much I'm chewing on my nails.
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah, switch over to gum.
yeah.
Or like sunflower seeds helped a lot.
I remember I got strep throat before a show in Atlanta. Went down, played, and came back up. Couldn't talk. Couldn't even smoke. I was a smoker at the time. I couldn't even smoke without killing my throat would hurt too bad. So I bought sunflower seeds and chewed them all the way home, and then fucking went to the doctor the next day. But
Ooh.
yeah, dude, that took a toll on my voice.
I bet.
Yeah, there's actually footage from that show on YouTube too.
Really?
Yeah, and you'll hear my voice squeak a couple times here and
As
there.
it's fucking ripping itself apart.
Exactly. I mean, my voice is back to normal now. Like like right now, I haven't practiced in a minute, but like I can build back up to normal. But like it definitely, I had to build back up from that experience alone.
Oh fuck yeah.
Absolutely.
That's. Do you did you notice any real difference in your range or anything when you quit smoking?
I noticed a difference in my stamina and my enunciation, which kind of came with it.
Hey. Grab a seat. Any seat. I mean, with a microphone in front of it. Devin's volunteering.
He's waving.
he's been sitting here for 10 minutes. He hasn't said a word.
I keep hitting my head off the microphone.
That's fucking whatever.
But no, I noticed a difference in like stamina wise. You know, range. I mean, it was a lot easier to hit higher notes for sure.
So I lost all high range.
Really? I mean, I can only scream high range. I can't falsetto. I couldn't falsetto since I was like 14.
I can still falsetto when I'm really, really warmed up.
Yeah.
But other than that, like going like way high notes out of anywhere, like it's very limited now.
Yeah. I can do high false chord out of nowhere like a motherfucker. That's actually good. And people make fun of fucking this guy a lot, but Phil Anselmo is a huge influence on me vocally. He's a fucking junkie retard now, and I won't deny that. But if you listen to like early Pantera, and if you listen to even fucking his
Fuck Pantera, brother.
But you guys ever listen to Super Joint Ritual?
No.
You guys ever get Super Joint Ritual is kind of where I'm more into it. Hank 3 actually played bass for Super Joint Ritual. They're a dope band, but yeah, I was. But what is it with all these fighters cupping now? Like they all got the cupping marks all over their back, like 90. Stefan Struve does now. I don't know.
You ready to swap out, my friend?
Sure.
Okay.
Get out of here.
Get out. Get out.
He just kicks people off.
I kicked Alex off too. I yelled at him.
Oh wow.
We're shifting gears now.
There you go.
There you go. There. You got to get this thing about an inch away from your face.
You gotta really
If you can't hear you, we can't hear you either.
Smacks you.
Okay.
Is that better?
Is this better?
That's better.
Is this good?
Yes.
You guys both have sexy radio voices.
I feel like my voice is really gross.
That's better.
It's weird hearing you. It's weird when you hear your voice for the first time.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
It's all right.
I sound like an old lady that smokes a lot of cigarettes and runs a sex hotline number. Like maybe it's sexy, but I ruined it with cigarettes.
It's like, oh, you like that? The Go-Gurt's in the froster. Yeah, you just
bomb.
it's one of those things. Yeah, I dropped the ball on that
You
one.
gotta fucking have faith in yourself.
I don't.
You just
I
stumbled
forgot.
through that.
I know.
Oh dear.
Goddamn, I forgot what word I wanted to use right in the middle of it. Damn.
So like
I fucking
cigarette
fell short.
ashes are like my grandmother's. She's dead now. She died from like emphysema and like COPD and yeah. But anyway, the special seasoning for her food was like her cigarette ashes. you
Oh
know,
shit.
Because she always smoked when she cooked food.
That's disgusting.
It is.
So she would just keep mixing them in.
Oh yeah, I'm sure of it. I mean, I don't think that she like used it as an ashtray, but like, I'm pretty sure that shit fell out of
just
her
like-
mouth at some
She probably
point.
puts cigarettes out in spaghetti sauce and shit.
What a strange story that was.
I'm full of a lot of strange stories.
Man, I'm sorry you had to eat that.
It's all right.
Are you okay?
I
not
don't know.
So not everyone had ash on and cheese.
That went dark for a little bit.
It did.
I realized something the other day about like how my grandma used to feed me, like because like my grandma raised me, so obviously I ate whenever I wanted, how much of it I wanted, and all the time.
Yeah, that's why I'm fat now.
Yeah, like I never learned portion control at all.
Oh no.
And fucking, so like there came this point in my life where I started getting real husky, like around like 12 or 13, and like she would like
Your cheeks are
insist.
extra pinchable.
Yeah, that's a nice way of saying that. But like,
What?
so she would insist that I would go at least like, if I didn't go outside, that I'd go jog on a treadmill for like a half hour at 13.
What?
Yeah, and then like proceed to like feed me like I don't know, like hot dogs and top ramen, because that's what I wanted.
That's like torturous.
Not really. Like she was just like, you just need to get a little exercise if you're not going to go outside, you know.
But it's kind of true.
It was like a nice thing to do, but very contradictory. When like as soon as I'm done, I would like 6 hot dogs now,
Yeah, like
because that's how many I
that's
could fit in me.
sadistic.
Is that why you now eat that much of everything?
Probably, because I was like, I've been able to eat whatever I wanted since childhood.
Oh my god.
What? Are you okay? What the hell's the matter with
You
you?
guys ever run on that treadmill?
Yeah.
You get on that treadmill. you get any of these cut up fucking hot dogs. Piece of
I
shit.
know you know they're cut up.
They weren't cut up.
Definitely cut up
They were not cut up. They were on a piece of white bread.
on a fucking white paper plate. Piece of garbage.
They're on a piece of white Italian bread that
But you have
doesn't
to stack
fold.
2 plates because you know it's gonna break in half in the middle.
I can't believe you were just like, it wasn't torturous. It was.
Yeah, it was.
Graham didn't torture me. Probably. I don't know. Like I would.
I see where she was. I see where her head was.
Yeah, but like she was still a grandma. She was concerned, but like she's more concerned. Am I hungry?
You're still more concerned if you're hungry.
Yeah, she has to be eaten enough. I'm warm enough. I'm 32 years old, Grandma.
Oh, is this the grandma that calls you, Ruby, and is like, is Vince dressing up enough during the winter?
Yeah, to make sure he's warm.
Yeah.
Aww.
She'll call him on Tuesday sometime, and he'll get an attitude with her.
Yeah, he's a dick.
I'm not.
That's because she was like a psychopath and was like, "Here, eat these hot dogs, run on this treadmill," and so now it's like payback, kind of like I don't.
She'll
He will though. He'll be like, "It's Tuesday, Graham." Like Jesus, you cunt! Like what?
Talk to her for 5 minutes, you animal.
Like that's the highlight of her day.
Yeah.
And he's like,
I'm not an
I'm
animal.
busy.
Well, I'll never.
I'm just busting balls, but I'm just saying, it's like you will get this little cunty fucking attitude with her. This tone he has with her. It's Tuesday, Graham. Like,
What? It is.
Psychopath? The fuck?
Any other day. I do one thing a week.
You totally just break her heart.
Every
Every
Tuesday.
Tuesday, he just breaks her heart. The fuck, he doesn't even want to talk to me. Whatever. Fuck him.
Guess he doesn't love me anymore.
Fucking fat piece of shit. Should have made him run.
Jesus.
No, I can hear her over the phone when she calls.
And she's
me.
the
She's
cutest.
so sweet.
Yeah.
She's so sweet.
That's her like cover though.
Oh, you're still on She's Evil.
I still am on She's Evil. I'm sorry. I'm not getting off of it. It's just
She's an angel.
maybe to you, but like obviously not to him. It's like how you're always like, "Oh, Vince's dad loves me."
They both love. They love her more than me. Usually.
I'm a pretty sweet deal.
You are.
I
How's
don't-
my favorite nursing student?
Yeah. My dad, like, has never called me his favorite anything. Not even his favorite son. And I'm his only son. I'm not sure that I'm his favorite son.
Every single time he texts me, he'll be like, "How's my favorite daughter-in-law? How's my favorite student?" And it's just the cutest. And I'll say, "How's my favorite papa?"
That's dirty. You can't say that.
That is not.
My papa.
He is my papa.
I'm bouncing again.
Where you going?
Well, whenever you come back, we're going to talk about how you shit in your kitchen.
I've already talked about it on
Well, we're going to talk about it again.
We're going to talk about Jess's problems.
We're going to compare.
There. Gotta keep the conversation going.
Oh, well, you just killed the mood.
Fucking Vince.
Fucking Vince.
Jesus Christ.
Boo!
Wanted some chicken dip is all.
I just wanted some chicken dip. you
Because we
guys.
started talking about his grandma.
Oh, you got all sensitive.
Oh, did you get sensitive and you're
I
running
did.
now?
Come back,
Oh,
Vince.
Vince. Vince.
Honey. He's gone.
Okay, before Hitler comes back, make sure this thing's very close to your face. Or-
Why does it have to be close to my face?
Because
Wow, we all sound very sexy.
Do young men like me when I talk like this?
yeah,
Young
do.
men.
definitely.
Yeah. Perfect. AJ,
For real.
do you approve of me?
Jesus Christ.
Wasn't that creepy?
That was so
Fucking creepy. I love it.
So
Oh man, I need one of these all
creepy.
the time.
Do you approve of me now?
Yeah. Do you like me?
Jesus Christ.
I know. I scare myself. Okay, I'm
What
not
if I
doing
get
that.
the other surgery? Will you like me then? Will I be pretty enough for you then? Will I?
I could be Instagram famous.
Should I have to cut myself again for you?
Jesus.
Oh God.
Oh, now it just changed.
That's that's a
Jesus,
lot.
Josh.
Hi, Lauren.
Hi, Josh.
What are you doing?
Oh, you know, I'm just hanging out. We played a great round of Clue.
You guys
It
had
was
an
good.
intense game of Clue going.
Yeah,
on.
Lauren won.
Yeah. I don't know how, but I did.
You knew who done it.
It took me a minute.
Isn't that what it's like?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a who done it with what and where.
Someone
Yeah.
murdered somebody.
Yeah.
Mhm. We played Uno too, but that one was a bit too intense for us.
Because
I'm not gonna lie.
We had to keep shuffling.
We forget
was too
things. It was a lot.
There was a
handle it.
button involved. It was
Yeah, there was this button.
Uno gets intense.
Like there were numbers and colors and like combinations.
And you could like switch hands with other people.
Yeah.
There was a
like
bunch
it.
of rules.
Like that's just too much for me.
It was a lot.
I can't remember the last time I played Uno.
I was about 8.
Right.
Yeah, it would have to be something fucking freaky. Like,
And this
at
isn't just
least-
normal Uno. Like
It's
there's a
Uno, it's
machine.
tack.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a tack.
It spits cards at you.
Okay, so it's not
That's
just
like advanced.
yes.
That
It's
was the whole
adult.
problem.
Mhm.
Adult,
It's adult
Uno.
Uno.
It's adult,
Yeah.
yeah.
We would have done better with child Uno.
Oh,
Yes.
For sure. For sure.
Minus a couple beers or
No.
liquor or shots.
Shots.
Oh no, we had a little bit of everything.
Shit happens.
Shots happen.
You know what I mean?
So what have you guys been doing?
What have I been doing?
Yeah.
I've been sitting here talking to this microphone, bombing.
Bombing? Why are you bombing?
Why are you
I
bombing?
don't know. I feel like this is just a train fire,
A train fire?
but that's what I assume of everything. I
Like an
do.
Amtrak fire specifically, because they fuck up shit a lot.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Like a lot.
I like this podcast. I'm just drowning myself in my sorrows right now.
Hey Josh,
Yes.
how many times have you shit your pants this year?
This year?
Yes.
Zero fucking
Ask-
times.
Zero fucking times.
Zero fucking
Ask Jess.
Oh, I haven't asked her in a while because I told her at least a month ago that she was already winning this year.
She's still winning.
How many times?
Am I still? But Ryan's been sick, so
Maybe,
I might.
maybe he's pooped his pants.
I might
He could
not
have
be
pooped his
winning
pants.
anymore.
Oh my
I
god.
kind of want to ask him, but
I've shit myself 0 times this year.
so I'm the only one that shit themselves.
The
Yeah, why? How long
anticipation
has
is
it-
killing me.
How many
I'm
times?
also at 0.
How many?
Just one.
Just one.
Oh,
just
just
one.
one. Well, you're
Just
still
one.
winning. Because I've done 0
Yeah.
times. That's a bummer.
Was I was totally gonna go to the bathroom because I had to poo. Like I was already
But
in the
she didn't.
bathroom, and then I like
When I changed my
Wait,
mind,
you
I was
made
like,
it to the
Yeah,
bathroom and then
listen, no, this is my luck. Okay,
Listen, what she's about to tell you has happened to me before.
Just not this year.
And I was a younger man when it did happen.
How much?
I'm just
younger?
getting older, so
was
I'm
probably like-
losing my
I
bowels,
was probably
guys.
like 21 when I
Well,
shit
I'm-
myself in my bathroom.
oh my god.
Like
like I
with
was
the
just-
flu?
Oh no, sober,
Oh, that's awful.
perfect health.
Not-
it was like last
not perfect
year
health.
What?
when you shit your pants.
No,
You're
no.
21.
When I shit my pants in my bathroom.
When you were brushing your teeth.
Oh no, that was just my boxers. I mean, like I was.
But like it's still your pants, dude.
I
That's
thought
what
it
we're
was- I
talking
thought it was
about.
fun.
I'm talking about shitting not on a toilet and not
Yeah,
where you
like
want to be.
sharding is
Well,
totally
I'm so-
shitting
but
your
I
pants.
thought you were just saying because you didn't make it in time. Because that's when that happened to me. I just didn't make it in time. What you're referring to is I was sitting there brushing my teeth. Was like I have to fart, and then I just regular shit in my pants.
Well, what I'm
Like
telling
it wasn't
you-
wet or anything. I just regular shit myself.
I'm
So
like,
that's what I've told Jess. Like that's what makes it even worse. It's like you can't even write it off as I had bubble guts.
I've
like I just
literally never heard of anyone doing that in my entire life.
fucking retarded.
I've never heard of anyone doing
I'm fucking
this.
retarded.
so what I did was I was gonna go to the bathroom, walk into the toilet. I'm ready to pull down my pants, and then I had to fart on the way, so I farted, and it was not a fart. I straight shit my pants.
Oh my god.
Like I don't know how this happens to a person.
Oh my
That
god.
happened
This
to me.
episode has been scat heavy. I'm just
Wow.
gonna say right now, like this is gonna be. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
It was impressive.
I'm sorry.
Like I immediately texted Josh, and I was like,
guess what I did?
"Guess what happened to me today?
'Cause
Guess who shit their pants today?
Guess who?
This girl,
Because it was
me.
like the second week of January, and I was
Yeah.
like, "You're winning
It
already."
was fresh,
I'm just like, wow.
fresh into
I'm
January.
trying to think. I don't think I've ever shit my pants.
I was like 2018.
well, not
this
everyone
is
can be as
great.
perfect as you, Lauren.
I'm
Right.
sorry. I've had a lot of embarrassing like puke stories. I'm a vommer, not a
I'd rather be a vommer than a shit
Then
your
I shit my
pants.
pantser.
yeah.
Yeah, really.
I projectile vomited in some guy's mouth.
Oh,
The cheese bandit. That's what we called him.
oh man.
Then I pushed him out of my moving vehicle.
Explain the story to me.
I was like 21 and I was a cocktail waitress still at Mountaineer, and I was working in the poker room. And there was like this hot guy that would always come in there, and he was like a high roller, and we used to call him the cheese bandit because he'd get all shit faced and then he'd go like steal like cute cheese from the VIP room, and he was just a piece of shit of a person, but he was cute, so whatever. And it was I got off work in the poker room, and that was before we were still allowed to drink there, because I'm the reason they're not allowed to drink there anymore. Me, literally, me. But on this occasion, I just got really hammered because Anthony Vallis was the bartender.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and I tipped him out very well as usual. So he was just like giving. This is why I don't drink Jaeger anymore. This is the last time I ever drank Jaeger.
Oh, Jaeger's.
And he
Jaeger's
got me
boys.
fucking like almost like blackout, like drunk on Jaeger, and I decided I'm gonna drive home. And like I'm in my like cocktail waitress gear, and this guy like follows me to my car, and he was like, "I'm gonna come home with you." I was like, "I live with my dad." He's like, "I don't care." I was like, "Well, I do. I live with my dad. Like, you could sleep on the couch, I guess, but like, no." And so I get in my car, and he gets into the passenger seat, and I was like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "Well, I'm just going to your house." So I was like, I was hammered, so I was like, "All right." So like I start like driving, and then I pull over, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be sick." And like I'm still in the parking lot of the casino because the casino is huge, like the whole property is gigantic, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be sick." So I put my car in the park, and I went to like go puke, and the guy like didn't believe me, and he like turned my face like to him, and like was like had his mouth open, like going ready to like open mouth kiss me, and
Oh
I
my
just
God.
projectile vomited all
Good.
over him,
Oh, that's
like,
fantastic.
into his mouth,
is
and like
pretty
all
epic.
over
Oh,
his
that's
face,
fantastic.
and like all over his body, and then I started laughing after, and like he was like screaming, he was just throw up on me. He was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "You're not coming home with me. Get the fuck out of my car."
You
And-
smell like vomit.
Yeah, and he was covered in vomit of my vomit, and I was like, "You stink! You gotta get out of my car!" And like, so I'm going about 10 miles an hour, and I just leaned over and opened up the passenger door and pushed him out.
Oh my God, that's
And
fantastic.
he rolled.
I bet he did.
I shit you not. And then, like, he got up. I was like maniacally laughing. It was like the next morning, like my dad came into my room, and apparently, like he found like both of my high heeled shoes in the front yard. He was mowing the grass, like the shoes I was wearing. Apparently, that's where I put them.
Oh my God.
But yeah, and I never saw him again. He never came back to Mountaineer after that.
Yeah. Fuck this
The
cocktail
cheese
waitress.
bandit.
Fucking,
Yeah, the cheese bandit.
This cocktail waitress is just puke in your mouth.
They all do it.
Oh man, that's like perfect. Yeah.
I projectile vomit into a guy's mouth, and now he's gay. That would be pretty awesome.
You turned him gay.
I believe it.
I picked out of my car in the Post Gazette Pavilion parking lot.
Everyone's done that
I
at
was in
least
the back
once.
seat of the car.
Like, you're not from this area if you haven't done that at least once in your life.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever stuck your head out a window while on a highway?
I've never had. I've
And it
never
just
had-
goes all down the side
Oh
of the car.
yeah, it goes
that's
on the
awful.
car.
I've
That's
had to do
exactly
that.
where it goes.
Mhm.
I've never had that happen to me.
I have definitely.
Hope you want to
had
go to
that
the
happen.
car wash because you're fucked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's awful.
And then if you don't wait, like,
It's gonna be dry in the morning.
yep, and then you're pissed, but you don't care because you're just like, fuck my life.
Fuck
I'm a
it.
piece of shit.
Right. Fuck this.
That's getting sick in the car is one of the worst things. It really sucks.
Shitting your pants is also equally awful. By the way, I just
That's
wanted to-
actually
God.
that's number one, the worst.
Yeah,
That
that's
has
awful.
to be the worst. I've peed myself.
Oh, I pee myself regularly.
Like regularly,
I pee
yeah. Like
myself
all
regularly.
the time, yeah.
For sure.
Well, doesn't it happen more often once you've had a child?
Yeah,
Yeah, like,
absolutely.
I can't jump on a trampoline without peeing my
No,
pants.
sometimes if you sneeze, you'll pee yourself.
if I have to like crisscross applesauce before I sneeze, or
Yeah,
it's
or it's
over.
over. It's over. Just ruin your
That's fucking
bladder.
terrible.
Children are the worst.
Yeah, you have to crisscross the sneeze for sure. Or if
You
you're
don't have this
laughing,
issue.
No.
See,
No, I don't.
You're winning.
I don't want to.
She
I
shit
don't
her
even.
Yeah,
pants.
you may have
anticipate
shit your
that.
pants, but you're still winning.
That's where you're awake. That's where.
Oh, that sucks.
That's where you make up for it.
It happens to us more often, but like it's still not shitting my pants.
Yeah.
That's still worse.
I don't know. I'd rather take one big shit in my pants instead of
Than
pissing
peeing
every
every
5
day.
seconds. Like,
yeah.
I'm good.
Like every day too.
Yeah,
For the
Like,
rest of your
I
life.
was
regularly.
pissed for like
Every
2
day.
seconds, and
It's
then I was
weekly.
like, "Well, this happened. I'm
It's
gonna like
all the
throw
time.
these underwear away because I'm not
not
washing
washing
it.
them.
Mm-mm.
No, fuck that.
Not worth it.
No.
No.
Fuck you,
Absolutely
underwear.
not.
No,
Mm-mm. Cut your losses.
Yep.
yeah, in the trash. And then I take a shower and I go about my day. But you ladies are pissing your pants like 7
All the
times a day.
time. All
You
the
can't even jump on
time.
a trampoline.
No.
That's a bummer.
I could not jump on a
I don't even
trampoline.
want that to happen to me ever.
I can just pee and then get on the trampoline and pee my
And pee
pants.
yourself. It's insane.
My kids, you don't know what they call me on the trampoline?
Yeah.
What?
They call me Captain Pee Pants.
So that's how frequently you piss your pants.
On the
See,
trampoline.
would take shit over pissing pants any day.
It's all the
Case
time.
closed.
That's like a hellish life.
It sucks. It's their
Jesus.
fucking fault, though.
Yeah.
Wait, you would rather shit your pants than piss your pants?
I would rather shit my pants once and not
Than
piss my then
It's not like
consistently piss
pee
my pants
themselves like you
daily.
do.
It's not like she's
We've
shitting
had
herself
children.
as frequently as they piss their pants.
Yeah,
Yeah, we pee ourselves all the time.
like multiple times a day.
I mean, she could only shit herself once every 6 months.
After you
I
have
would-
a
I would even
kid,
take
you
that.
piss yourself all the
Yeah.
time.
I would.
Yeah,
The
I mean,
mess.
that's
I have IBS. Like it's always a game. You know, everything's a fucking game. Are you gonna make it, Jess?
I'm just stupid.
So like, I've come to terms with the fact that I will shit my pants at some point. You know, it's just when is that gonna happen? I don't really know, but I'm mentally prepared.
At
for
least
it.
you were home.
Yeah,
Right.
That's
Thank goodness.
true. But
Right.
there was a time that I was on 18. I was coming home from WVU, and I was getting some mad shit cramps driving. And there is nowhere to stop on Route 18 in PA. So like, there was one time when I was like almost getting off the road, and I was like, I gotta stop. I gotta run out into this field and take a shit, and I don't care. And then I was like, well, if I shit my pants, that's it. I mean, that's it. I'm shitting my pants. I don't even care. Because it hurts so bad. I didn't shit my pants, by the way.
You shit in the field.
Did you shit in the field?
No, I made it home. But
Wow.
I was
Proud of you.
impressed. You should be.
I am.
That was a very dangerous game.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm lucky enough that I'm never anywhere. I'm just in my house. That's how stupid I am. Like I can
You
go.
just
poo- I
don't
could
leave
go-
your
I
house?
could go poo- No. I'm saying I can. Then I'm lucky that the only time I end up pooping myself is I'm in my house.
Oh, every time you shit your pants.
But it makes it even worse because it's like, are you that stupid?
right, like the
Like, there's no
bathroom's right
emergency
there.
situation.
He's literally right there.
Like, and I'm just
You're
like,
out in the middle of nowhere.
Doesn't mean how do you?
I
Yeah.
just fart, and it's just like,
Well, see, you have
uh-oh.
to know.
Whoops.
You have to know when to trust it, though. Like, there's
No,
times,
but I thought I trusted it.
there's
though.
times you have to sit on the toilet to fart.
There are those times.
Because
but I
it's
didn't
iffy.
think that was a time,
It's
though,
iffy
Ruby.
sometimes.
It was a sneak attack, shit your pants moment.
Scat heavy. This one, scat heavy. We're this is literally it's all about shit.
Body fluids just everywhere.
Oh man, the blood. We already have no one that listens to us, and now when I hear this, I'm like, I mean, really, can we talk about anything else?
We're gonna fast
Give a fuck.
forward.
We can keep going. This shit's making me laugh.
They're gonna fast forward like 40 minutes. It's
They're
still
still
gonna
talking
fast-
about shit.
We're still talking about shit. Different people.
other people.
Everyone in this house talks about shit.
And none of us even like we didn't know that's what you guys talked about. We just came
They were
down.
literally talking about it. I think.
Oh, you wanted to hear about me shitting on the floor.
I do. I want to also tell my my other epic story
Well,
of
yeah.
shitting my pants. So I want to share them with each other.
All right. Well, Jess can go first, and then I'll let you sit down.
Sit down now.
Yeah, I guess that's fine. I want to hear both your stories, though.
Oh, absolutely.
That boy looks like a male stripper. They look like strippers. They look like they're about to dance for me. I mean, I'm into it.
We were talking about that earlier. It was
like
That looks like Sam. That guy with that afro right there. Did you see
kinda. That's Sean
Did you
O'Malley.
want Sam to dance for you?
No.
the nose, the freaking hair? That's nuts.
Yeah, I didn't see that before, but you're right. God damn. But oh shit, where was I going?
Shitting your pants.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Talking about
so
Pippin.
I was told this a little bit ago, so I'll skip. I'll do the short version.
Okay.
All right. I started taking multivitamins in an attempt to be healthier. After about 4 days of these multivitamins, I awoke one morning to go to work, and I was in the kitchen by myself, and I was staring out the window, checking the weather, and farted, and took an oily shit on the floor.
Did it like run down your legs?
Nope. It just
Did it just projectile shoot out of your
Yep.
ass?
Didn't even hit my boxers somehow.
That's amazing.
How hard did you push this fart out?
Not very. It was just like a snap and fart. Like
Because I feel like for it to just like projectile out,
But it,
there
like,
had to have been some force.
But it
behind
went
it.
down though too, and it didn't hit
How?
it. How?
like there might
How?
have been just like a little bit, like an exorbitant amount of like feces was on the floor.
You're being so proper, feces.
Right.
Yeah,
Like you
that-
didn't shit on the floor.
Yeah, like it was like an oil puddle as big as this ashtray.
That's disgusting.
It was like this little
Oh,
ashtray.
puddle. That made it so much worse.
So I didn't know, like, and it took me. This went on for like 10 days.
You shit in the kitchen dead.
No, it was just like I would have like an oily fart like every 36 hours or so.
Every 36 hours.
Wow.
Set your watch by it.
You could. It was amazing. Yeah. No.
Oily fart time.
And like it took me longer than I'm proud of to like realize that it was the multivitamins causing it. So like when I stopped that, it ended. But like there was like 2 weeks there when I thought I was dying. I'm like, well, you have cancer, and that's why you shit like this now. Like this is what people are like.
Did you like Google like MD this or WebMD this to get to that conclusion that you had like cancer?
No, no.
Or did you just get that paranoid?
I
You were
just
like,
got
oh
that
my god,
paranoid.
I have cancer.
Immediately. I should my pants
Immediately.
and
Yeah,
dying.
that was. I went from 0 to like I'm like, you know, I should probably start shopping for health like life insurance, like real fast. Like, I gotta find someone who will insure me without sending me to a doctor. Like I definitely can't tell anyone.
Like, might as well make an appointment with a funeral director.
Yeah, like I should start setting
Like,
everything
he's
up.
going to
Get a
die.
living will.
Yeah, like so like 4 months later, we were talking about shitting yourself for like some reason. And like I brought it up to her. And she was so fucking mad about something that I did 4 months ago. Like, you shit on my floor? Like that kind of thing.
That's all I could say. Because he's a grown ass adult and he shit on my kitchen floor.
On the kitchen floor? What the fuck are you doing?
And then didn't tell me.
Window.
He just stands out the window, sips his coffee, and shits on the floor. And then doesn't tell me that he.
Because I thought I was dying. I don't worry you.
It's like a Disney scene. You're just looking out the kitchen window and if you're watching the sunrise.
Shit
with the
your
birds.
pants.
And then you shit your pants.
There's like birds singing and bringing me car keys and shit, getting me ready and making me coffee.
That's how Disney should have been. So it
Yeah.
could prepare us for the real world.
I'm shitting
There's
your
an
pants.
Shitting your pants.
There's an owl sitting on a Pop-Tart, crushing it before I get the chance to. That's my life.
Oh, God.
Jessica, would you like to tell us your other story?
All right. So, once upon a time when I was fat, which is also now, but back then too, there was this drug, over-the-counter drug called Ally. Do you remember?
Oh,
the,
yeah. Okay,
advertisements
yep.
for it? Okay. So what this drug did is, let me get a little sciencey if I can. Okay. It's a lipase inhibitor. So what lipase does is when you eat fats, it breaks it down so that your body can absorb it and store it as energy. Okay. So when you take this, it inhibits the lipase. So your lipase just sees this fat and it's like, oh, hey, fat. And it just lets the fat go all the way through your digestive system. And like some of the signs or some of the side effects for this drug were like oily anal discharge.
Anal discharge.
Anal discharge. What
So
was
oily
another
shits.
one? Like unable to control
Yeah,
bowel
it's like
movements.
uncontrollable oily bowels.
Yeah,
It was the
awful.
worst stuff.
Okay, so explaining how lipase works, one taking this pill would probably not say, "Oh, I can go to Don Pablo's and I'll be all right. Like it'll be okay."
In Morgantown?
No, I was in Monroeville.
Oh.
Actually,
Ooh.
I still lived in Weirton. I was in my early 20s. So like, I go into Don Pablo's and I get the fajitas, and I'm like, "Oh, it's just fajitas. Like, it's all gonna be okay."
It's fine.
It's not.
So I definitely did a little bit of moving around, and I may have farted. I'm not sure.
Oh no.
But like when I got up to leave, my butt cheeks were kind of slidey.
Oh,
my God.
And I was like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh,
And so I'm
Scottios.
with a guy.
Scadios.
That's the best part. I'm with a guy, but like he was my best friend at the time, and we were like a kind of on-off thing or something like that. I don't know.
Were you
um,
off after that?
I mean, like, I don't think we were ever really on. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Early 20 drama.
to call a mood ruiner, though.
Yeah.
So.
So anyway, I go to the bathroom, definitely oil shit in my pants.
Oh.
And like this happened quite regularly because like I didn't learn my lesson. I like went to like seriously, I ate maybe 6 French fries and I was like, it'll be fine. It's not a meal like at Don Pablo's. Guess who oil shit their pants again? And it just kind of doesn't even shit out. It just leaks out.
Oh no.
So you don't even know until you get up to walk and you're like,
You take 2 steps and your ass cheeks.
yeah,
Ugh.
your ass cheeks are lubed.
Oh no.
It was awful. So I stopped taking them because I don't have any self control.
And also, I hate shitting.
Yeah.
I hate
Like,
shitting my
that's-
pants.
That's not cool.
Not fun.
No.
I do like. I don't know why that's become such a regular part of my life as I get older.
You're old man.
Like eventually, like just knowing that there is probably a 95% chance that sometime this year I'm gonna end up.
You're absolutely gonna shit your pants this year.
And then, like, just knowing that average goes up as the years progress.
You're
and
start,
that's-
it's gonna be like 4 times a year.
like by the time I'm like in my 50s, it's gonna be like 4 times a year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, how many times have you shit your pants this year?
So far in 2018,
Uh huh.
not yet.
See, I have already. Vince.
Yeah, but you were like 2 days in, though, right?
Yes.
That's a shitty start.
Yeah.
Ha. I made a pun.
You're on a pretty good streak though right now, of not shitting your
I
pants.
mean, I am.
Look at you go.
I really am.
It's been like 2 months.
Makes me a little scared.
I know,
though.
yeah, it's coming.
Like you do.
Yeah, like
You are
when?
due.
When's it gonna happen?
Hopefully you're at home. It's like you almost want to do it on purpose just to get it
Yeah.
out of the way.
Sabotage yourself like that.
Yeah.
Just shit my
I don't
pants
think
right
it counts
now.
when you do it to yourself, right?
I'll go to clinicals and wear white
And shit your
my
pants.
Shit your pants. Then you'll have to go home.
Those are like my
They'll be like,
fears.
no, we'll get you some
that's what they'll
scrub
say.
pants.
They'll be like, no. And you'll be like, but I shit my pants.
They don't care.
But
They're gonna be like, you're gonna work in them.
I got
You're
your
gonna
poo
wear-
on
The
me.
shit pants, girl.
And then they'll be like, why are your pants dirty?
Because you won't let me go home.
And that's what they would say. It'd be all
That's very
fucked up.
true. That's very true.
It's true.
See, I don't know, man. Like, it's terrible to think about, and I hope everyone else is going through that.
What, shitting their pants?
Shitting their pants.
Are we getting deep on like getting old and shitting your pants?
Maybe, is it gonna be? Am I correct in assuming it? Because I was just joking. Like, is it really?
Dude,
gonna...
we clean up people's asses all the time,
And
like,
they shit
people
themselves
their-
regularly.
Yeah,
Oh, that's terrible.
Like
Is it-
every
it's gonna
time.
happen.
Are they like 90?
Or younger.
Or yeah, shit happens, man.
How many unnecessary sponge baths would you say you have to give?
A lot.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Like someone's like just like
Define unnecessary.
Like someone just
They
taking
can
advantage
watch
of the
their own
situation.
balls.
Yes.
Oh, but they just want
And
you
I have to do it.
Oh,
Yes.
I like that.
Not fun.
Not at all.
Just wash your balls. Like, I get it if both of your arms are broken off. Like, did you lose both of your arms? Then I'll wash your balls. Do you have your arms? Then why am I doing this? Like, give me a tip. I don't know. Do something.
That's a good point. You should get tips. For
I
doing
fucking
that.
should
You
get
should
tips for
fucking
doing
a tip
that.
for washing their balls. Absolutely.
That should definitely
You're
be like a
welcome.
tip
You're
job.
welcome. Yeah, fucking A.
You guys should get like $30 an hour plus tips.
Right.
Like I wouldn't be mad at that. That would definitely like send a lot more people into the healthcare field.
Oh, right.
Yeah, there are certain parts of the world you can make very good money doing that.
Right.
Just saying.
Like, what about like old vaginas though?
You gotta
There's
wash
those
'em.
too.
Gotta wash them.
Ugh. Does it look like it's like prolapsing?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Whole shit. Like it looks like the inside's coming out.
Well, it's like hard to find like their pee holes, like their urethra, like to put in a cath because everything just like falls in itself. So they're hard to find. So it's much easier on men because they only have like one hole and it's right obvious spot. Women, everything just gets all fucked up.
Yeah. Things start to migrate and change positions and do all kinds of interesting
Holy
things.
shit. Change positions?
Lauren's like learning shit.
What?
Whoa.
Whoa.
We crossed the
Like-
line.
Mind blown.
But I mean, like, it's just kind of like looking at yourself in the mirror. You know, you're gonna get all wrinkly and your shit's gonna be
Yeah,
all
everything
wrong.
kind of like just like falls in itself.
Wow.
And like in order to put a catheter in an older person, you always have to like push it up, like push everything up to get it like
in line.
like out and in line.
So what you're trying to say is not a gonzo nose.
What?
Huh?
You don't want it to have a curve in it.
No.
Like
And a vagina?
no, and a fucking dick hole.
Oh, now we're talking about dicks again.
You said you had to shove everything up to get it in line.
No, you'd
She's talking about a lady.
Oh no! Oh,
because everything just falls in itself. Men are easy; they have one hole, in and out.
oh no!
Shove it up there.
Oh,
Some water soluble lube.
smart. Oh, that's like my fucking nightmare.
That's what you gotta do, though.
It's having something crammed up my pee hole. I'd rather fucking die.
We do it all the time.
I will pee all over this fucking bed.
I think I had a catheter when I was pregnant. Whenever.
You do when you go into labor.
Yeah, when you go to labor. I don't know. I was high as a goddamn kite. I don't remember.
Oh, so what you're trying to say is you didn't do the natural birth?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
If they gave me more drugs, I would have taken more drugs.
Yeah, everybody should be allowed to have an epidural at least once in your life. Like, you should be allowed to.
Sometimes I want them just to be like,
Oh my god!
relax.
I know. Where'd you
It was
like? I would
sweet.
go for an epidural right about now.
I'd like to not feel
Just
anything.
can't
from the
feel
belly
my
button down.
legs at all,
Right.
please.
It's for a couple hours.
Just for a couple
I
hours.
just want to be a paraplegic
You
for a minute.
love everybody. You have no fucking idea what's going on.
I don't
took a
know why.
nap.
I don't know why people don't. Yeah, like I'm in labor sleeping.
They woke me up. They were like, "You're having a baby." I was like, "What?"
Huh?
Oh, what?
There's currently an arm hanging out of you.
Yeah, that's kind of like what it was like.
You just wake up and there's just like little people falling out.
Yeah,
That was not my experience.
Oh yeah, because Gavin has like a gigantic head.
Truth. Mine took much longer.
Ugh. How long were you in labor?
Forever.
Is that like a like? What's the number though? Like,
I pushed for like half a day,
ugh.
Jesus Christ.
and then they used a vacuum to pull them out.
Oh wow.
Did it say shop vac on the side?
Why was that so funny to you? It was awful.
A vacuum.
That's what it's called. They put a little suction cup on their head and they pull them out. It's a real goddamn thing. Google it.
Oh no! You
I
know what?
believe you.
I've seen the
Google
video.
image it.
I've seen the video of this, and fucking it makes their head all weird shape for a minute.
For a minute. Because
Like
they're
it makes it
pulling
like a
Yeah, 'cause you're
fucking
pulling it.
cone on top for like
Well, all babies are born with a
Yeah,
cone head,
cone
but it
baby
just makes
head.
it worse. And they have
yeah,
like,
like
and they have like a sucker bite on their head.
yeah, but it makes it like way worse for a minute.
He
Like
was
that
fine.
can't be good.
Well, he wasn't coming out.
Now, what would have happened if this would have happened like before, like hospitals?
I would have probably died.
Probably would have died.
Yeah. See, like that's why, like I don't like midwife.
Fuck
births,
that.
like at home.
Mhm, yeah,
I want to
seriously,
be
fuck that
somewhere
shit.
where there
In a kiddie
is
pool.
Yeah.
medical attention.
Yeah, I
And
am. I
drugs.
am precious cargo.
It is super scary to think about though, because like back before hospitals, dude, people died and
People
during
just died
childbirth.
all
That
the
was
time.
like the
Women
number
die,
one
dude.
cause of death.
Yeah,
is
they just
childbirth.
fucking die.
We're either coming out of this with 2 people or minus 2
Or
people.
minus two people.
Or only
Pick your
one's,
pick.
one's coming out.
Yeah, like if I didn't have a hospital with him, I for sure would have died.
It's fucking crazy.
Oh my god.
And then I see,
And I wouldn't have had drugs,
And that sucks.
and that sucks.
and then I see women that are just like want to have home births. So like, are you fucking crazy?
I'm like, why
No.
don't you want the drugs?
Yeah, like that'll surely make you want to have another kid. That fucking horribly painful
I
experience.
literally want them to knock me out,
Of course, most people
take
do. Why
the child
wouldn't you?
out of me, wake me up whenever it's all said and
Yeah.
done. Sew me up. See you in the morning.
See you in the morning. That's what. That's kind of
Just
like how
full on-
it was, and it
just
was
full on-
perfect.
You don't give a shit. Just full on C-section.
Fuck
Just
yeah.
fucking- yeah.
Yeah, that would be great. Although they say that the recovery is worse.
Yeah, it's worse than vaginal birth. They say that's easier. Your body
I don't
just
know
reacts
about all
better.
that. I don't know about that shit.
Have stitches in your vagina and tell me the same.
It's scared. It's scary to go
not.
pee. Listen, you've never been. Have you ever been fucking terrified to piss? Have you ever been fucking scared to pee?
Sometimes no.
No.
And then you have to worry.
It's scary as shit.
Well, and then you have to talk about like shitting again. When you have to take a shit, like you don't want to push.
Yeah.
Oh
You
no.
have stitches in your
Oh,
shit.
God.
Oh, how do you do it? What do you
You
do?
don't. You just sit there and cry and hope you die.
Then they fucking make you live.
They won't let you.
They let you
It's
die.
awful.
How do you fucking
You get
put
drugs, though.
stitches in your-
Ooh.
It's awful. You
I would
just-
like count down the hour till like when I could have more drugs. Like I would be like, you got 4 minutes, bitch. Like go. But enough about drugs. Anyways,
more about shitting.
Shitting.
Yeah, it's awful.
Devin, you out? See you, Devin.
No, I couldn't. Stitches in my genitals. Nope.
Well, and then like when you sit down, you can't just like
About to happen,
sit.
dog. You're about to get your fucking ball sack split open.
Oh, Jesus.
son.
You can't just like sit down because it's like you sit on your vagina.
Uh huh.
So you have to like
Whoops,
sit
I
on
said
your
on my
tailbone
vagina. Will you hand
and
that to
like
him?
lay down. It's awful.
Honey.
Hey, will you hand that to him?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So like you can't. Being a girl's the worst.
it really is.
Like, why is this fucking?
Sucks pretty bad.
It does suck pretty bad because being a white male is clearly the best.
Obviously.
Obviously.
I mean, like you guys only
On
get like
that
half
note.
a vote and anything.
You just got to vote like fucking, what, 20 years ago?
20 years ago. Yeah, right at the right before George Bush got in. Yeah, that's when they got the fucking right to vote. Oh man. Oh shit. Here, Nate. I'll switch with you.
And that's what they want you to think.
Whoever.
Oh man, this was
whatever.
like a fucking dude. If this was a Royal Rumble, the whole match just changed.
Let AJ produce.
Hi there, young man.
Hi. This Sean O'Malley kid is fucking crushing this whole fight.
I
by
keep
the way.
turning around.
Dude, he's
I wanted to start
fucking-
shouting what the girls were talking.
He is for real.
Yeah, what's been going on?
He is for
this
real.
fight?
Sean O'Malley Cornrows has been tearing it up. Cornrow has been tearing it up.
Dude, it just makes him want to see me with cornrows. That's all it's fucking done here. I'm glad I put that in your head a moment ago. So
Ben said the same thing earlier, and it was pretty funny. Because I told him he looked like a straight Mexican in July when he gets like so really dark.
oh yeah,
Hey, dude, that O'Malley kid, that's the kid you were talking about where he said the thing about the fucking lights or whatever.
Yeah, yep. But he's been killing it the whole fight. Though.
Yeah, has he?
Yeah, and he's been fucking dude up on
his foot's
back,
turning
too,
black and bluish.
Yeah, he just broke his foot.
Yeah. Let's see how he deals with it. If he can last the rest of this round, he wins the decision for sure. Like, it doesn't matter. If he lasts, he wins the decision. Yeah, the first round could have been a 10-8. That's how he about knocked the dude out.
Is this just a fight night?
No,
That's
this
the
is
pay-per-view.
What's the pay-per-view?
222. Cyborg versus Kutsian is the headliner.
Oh,
Frankie
It's
Edgar,
Cyborg. It's going to be a good fight.
Frankie
fuck
Edgar
yeah.
versus Brian Ortega. That's the co-main event. This is like first or second fight on the main card, I think. I think he's gonna survive, dude. He's been looking really good this whole
Yeah,
fight.
I mean, this shit's fucking crazy.
That kid's just turned 23, by the way. Like last week.
He's a baby.
He's incredible too. He's for real. Like even if even if he loses, he's for real. But it would have to be like a stoppage. If it goes to decision, he wins.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Dude, he's back up too. Look at him.
Wow, his foot's
he's just hopping on one foot. He's hopping on one foot.
man.
He still fucking pieced him up once or twice. Yeah, he broke his foot.
He's just
That's
trying
a
to
shame.
not fuck it up now.
Yeah, he's got to see.
broken?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He just got up and was on hopping on one foot, throwing punches.
Dude, me and Vince
His foot is for sure broken.
watching his foot turn black and blue as we were watching it.
Dude,
you
and
know?
he's still like he's fucking the dude up off his back though too. The side control he doesn't really have an answer for. Yeah, just pull guard, and you won. Back up. What a fucking badass dude. Oh, what the Oh shit! I think he's gonna end it. Oh shit!
Oh my!
Oh shit! Oh, bro, he just caught him with the spinning elbow. What the
Damn.
fuck?
That's crazy.
This kid is something. Shit.
Dude. What the fuck? This
God
guy's
damn.
a fucking machine. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Dude, Sean O'Malley, man, he's for real. I've been seeing him for a minute. He's 9-0, and he just turned 23 like a week or two ago, and he's already 9-0 in his pro career.
Dude,
Damn.
that's a fucking good sign for him. Money fucking fighter, dude.
Oh,
Money
yeah.
fucking fighter.
20 seconds, dude. If he can, and I think he can.
Oh yeah, fuck.
The dude's
he's
gonna
on
look
it,
for
dude.
the dude's gonna look for a guillotine. And he's not gonna let it go. He's punching. Look, yep. Fucking Sean O'Malley won. He won. Damn.
That's fucking wrap him in the side of the head for good measure.
Yeah. Boom. Wow. Sean O'Malley just won that fucking fight. Clearly. He was fighting on one foot and still fucking winning.
Yeah. Holy shit. Oh, he's in fucking pain, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's in excruciating pain.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, broken foot for sure.
He says, "Don't fucking do that again." That's the spot, man. Oh, I always hated that about getting fucking like possible breaks and shit diagnosed, man.
Yeah.
They go and fucking press on it.
Mm-hmm.
I've had to do that to other people too, and it's just like this is the most miserable fucking thing. Like, this is gonna hurt.
Yeah, I had my nose broken, got it reset. It wasn't too bad, but I feel like anything bigger would have sucked.
Oh yeah.
There's crisis upstairs.
What's happened now?
I believe someone's vomited.
My dick is broken.
Oh no.
I believe it is Alex. Is that what you...
The hair and the mustache, the French stash.
Yeah. Gray hoodie.
He was losing it.
Was he Weeble Wobbit?
Huh?
It's okay. He's a good kid, dude.
Oh no, he's
was,
cool.
You know,
I like him.
he just
He
They're getting
was-
the bucket.
we're all been there. You know,
he was
you get
sitting
to
on
tell
the
it.
couch and he's like, "I'll be fine, and I'm just gonna sit here and drink water, and I'll wake up tomorrow."
Nope.
And then he just goes, "Where is the trash can?" And I was like, "Come here, man, come here." And then his friend was like, "The bathroom's right here. Follow me." And then like he's like pulling him to the bathroom, and I just see him like this.
Oh
his
man,
face,
fucking poor
and then
bastard.
Oh
and splatter of liquids, probably chunks. It was. He's probably gonna feel better now, though.
Jess? You need help?
It's probably what he needed.
You need help?
It's pretty wicked, though. Apparently, I think he made a mess in the bathroom, but I'm happy that he made it to the bathroom because it looked like something that could have happened all over the fucking house.
Some fucking exorcism shit.
Yeah, it sounded like
Call
it
the
at
fucking,
least.
once again, call the priest. I think I told that to you a little while ago. That's twice in one night for me. What the fuck's going
They
on?
just called it. Sean O'Malley won.
Good.
While he's on his back, getting
And
his
that kid is
foot tended
fucking.
to.
Wow.
And they're gonna give an interview.
Joe Rogan's getting on his knees to fucking talk to
Joe
him, dude.
Rogan, he's the guy who's like, I'm so sorry I interviewed the guy who was knocked out and made a complete asshole out of him. Let me interview this guy laying on his back with a broken foot real quick.
I don't give a fuck. I love Rogan.
Dude, Joe
I
Rogan's
do
one of my
too.
fucking heroes. That's
No, he's a fucking solid person all the way around. Like,
yeah, dude.
he's super into health and he's obviously healthy. He's into fighting and he can fight. He's super intelligent as well. Like he's kind of.
But he's
what
not a
everyone-
bore, like, because he's so into health. Like, he likes to get fucking drunk and shit.
Right.
So,
Yeah, well, I mean, it's
he's
all
just
part
like-
of balance.
Listen, he balances everything pretty well. I think that's
does.
what
He does.
everybody should strive for. Is
Yeah, yeah,
he does.
I think that a lot of people go either super one way or
Right, he's just
super
well-rounded.
the other way.
Yeah. He balances everything. Take a seat.
Yeah, get in here, Sadie.
Hi, Sadie.
Pretend it's a toilet and take a seat.
She's
Don't
super,
take a shit, though.
she's super into it now.
Yeah, she's like, okay. Where am I peeing? I'm sorry, Ryan.
Just
This is, dude, listen. She knows some of probably the fucking raunchiest fucking shit about me, so there's no fucking shame, dog. There's fucking no shame in this family.
Just pull this really close to your face. You don't know if you want to?
No, get in there. Come on, man. Would you talk about something? That's fucking great advice. Get in there and just talk about something. It'll be fun.
I heard that guy violently puking.
Right? Wasn't he like
Here before I could smell it.
Pull the mic.
Yeah, that was like exorcism shit, right?
That is one thing
It
that's.
sounded like I thought somebody was like spraying a hose against the window, and you were like, somebody's puking.
See, this is
bad.
This is one family difference between me and her. Is I always think it's fucking hilarious when you throw up, but she'll fucking throw up when you throw
devastating?
up.
Well, that's why I
So,
came
like,
down here because I was like, I got to get out of here before I start vomiting.
Yeah.
Because I will.
It was rough.
Pull this real close to your face.
Oh.
You can hear yourself in the earphones. And if you can't hear yourself properly, if you need the level turned up and down, we can turn it up and down for you.
Oh, thanks.
Can you
Yeah, it
hear
needs
me
to be
breathing?
like inches from your face, like pretty close.
Do you hear me breathing?
Yeah.
And that's how you know you're doing it too close. Turn my level down to the mic. Turn the snare up.
So it was like,
Turn the snare
I need
up
more
in my
snare.
headphones.
I need more snare.
so he was projectile vomiting.
That's
Oh,
good.
Man, it was.
I'm glad I wasn't up there because
Were you
I
up
would
there
have
too?
been the asshole.
I just checked out the aftermath. Oh my god.
It's bad?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm surprised he
Ew.
made it to the toilet. I didn't
Did
think he was
he
gonna
himself?
make it.
I thought it was going to
Make it to the restroom.
Shower.
I thought the whole hallway was just going to be a slip and slide of vomit. So I'm glad he made it to
I
the
thought it was going to
bathroom.
be tamer this year. I was wrong.
Yeah, I guess so.
There's already vomit. It's like
It's
before
not even
midnight.
And you had-
That's
It's
what
not
I
even
said.
midnight.
And
You're the real
guy.
MVP.
I know. I'm actually.
You're the real
I'm
MVP.
sober. I'm 4 beers. I'm sober. The,
Yeah,
the
I'm
one
good.
guy that was chilling right here earlier, he was nodding out. He's like,
He was sleeping.
I know. I was like,
he
what the
left.
f-? He did
He
leave.
did. He smelled like alcohol.
That's
Oh,
good.
what the fuck
That's
was
good.
up with him, man? I just remember I saw him like I was like I just wanted to be like, what the fuck are you on? Like,
Yeah, give me some. What the
as
fuck
he-
is this?
And he's like sitting there, and then at one point, sitting in the chair with the mic, he's like this. He goes,
I watched him.
and then he woke himself up with a cough, and then he was just like, I'm sorry.
That's so
Sorry.
Coughing on your mic, man. Sorry.
He was talking about how this is the first time he drank in a long time. We were just like, maybe slow down.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Stop fucking dropping Vicodins in those
That's what I
beers.
was saying. I was like, I think he had a little bit more than alcohol. I was like, I've been doing pills a long time. This is the first time I've done it with alcohol. Though. This shit's rocking my world.
Did he say that?
No, I was saying like that. No. I'm saying that's what I think was actually going on. I read his mind.
No, that kid's an alright kid. You know what though? Like I'm the fucking asshole. Were you out there in the kitchen earlier? Because I've totally met that kid like fucking 5 times.
This is the first time I've seen him.
When I first walked in there, like Alex, I remember Alex. He's a good kid. That sucks that that's happening to him right now. But, too much, too fast. Be smart. Neither here nor there. So I've totally fucking met that kid like more than a handful of times, dude. It's been like 5, 6, 7 times, right? No recollection.
Oh, that's so mean.
Until I fucking get in there. You know what? I don't.
Until you see him fade away.
Well, dog, listen. Like, we're getting tense there.
No.
I remember that look in their eyes. It's like it's always been like some like kind of shifty like passing fucking introduction where we've like been at a show. I've been at somebody else's house and everybody's fucked up and
Just a quick, oh hey, hello.
Yeah, like we didn't like sit and have some fucking in-depth conversation, or maybe we did one time and just all fucked up. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It like wasn't
surgical gloves.
Normal fucking shit for me. Oh no, she rocks them like I do, dude.
That's good.
Listen, once I figured out that.
Oh, I keep latex gloves at home.
Oh, dog, all the time,
Me
dude,
too.
everywhere.
I'd use
Every
them the other
fucking
day to
where.
clean up my mom's diarrhea.
I don't have anything. Yeah, tell that story. Tell that story. Wait, hold on. Let me finish the fucking thing about the gloves. And she never fucking hear this.
A matter of fact, she was just.
Oh, dog, you're saying it's like a matter of fact.
We're just talking about having gloves. She's like, yeah, I have them to clean my mom's diarrhea.
Wait till she explains it further.
It's like a daily thing. You're just like, I bought gloves to clean up my mother's diarrhea.
Oh, dude. Listen, I'm sure whatever happened was fucking wrong. It got worse than what it was at my house. So, but the fucking gloves, dude, I like roll around gloves in my pocket now.
With what?
It's a thing that I like shove a pair in my pocket now.
Damn.
And I'm like all the time, dude, because listen,
they're perfect.
So we were talking about, like you with this school thing.
And diarrhea.
Dude, I touch a lot of weird shit. When you really get down to it, what I should say is I should rephrase this. It's not that I touch a lot of weird shit. I touch a lot of shit in weird places.
That's also.
Yeah, but this is so much better.
Okay.
That was even.
And it's okay because you know what? It actually.
If I had $1 for every marble I dug out of a butthole,
Hey man,
God, I wouldn't have to work.
how the fuck do you ever get marbles? What do you think this is, a fucking game? Shit. So anyway, now that we've led into fucking marbles and buttholes, why don't you tell us a story about mom shitting on the toilet or on the floor or whatever happened? That's good.
And the handy glove.
She'll never hear this. It'll be just fine.
So, if she does,
She's already thrown us under the bus, fucking many other ways. So
that's true.
the baby pictures and everything. That was very sweet about the TV.
true.
She sent me a text earlier. About 9:30, and you know me, I'm just like kind of fucking bad with the phone, especially when we're here talking to people. But she's like, I love the big TV. I'm in here watching this tribute concert for George Harrison and Tom Petty, and and she's like, I love it so much, and dude, it was cool. It touched me a little bit. You know me, I get a little fucking funny about shit sometimes.
TV and I didn't get a thank you.
No, she gets to verbally tell you, dogs. You live there. I don't live there.
When we gave her the TV, she looked at Ryan and was like, "Thank you so much," and hugs him. And me and Chelsea were like, we gave it to you too." It was like a joint gift.
But it was Ryan's idea.
Ryan set it up, so.
Well, fuck, blame me, Jesus Christ, guys.
It's all you.
Yeah,
Okay,
did you
anyway,
get a
so
thank you
Mom.
for the diarrhea cleaning though?
No.
Wow, what an ungrateful woman.
I got
Oh
a
my
thank you
God.
for coming home though. I think it like encompassed all of it because I wasn't home and she called me at
My mom cried. Don't worry.
4 in the morning.
That's the thing. She's a fucking crier. Yeah, dude. She was crying.
She was crying, saying she was sick, and for me to come home, so I went home, and I can hear her like in the bathroom, and she's a violent puker, like screams,
Oh, understatement of the year.
like I
It's
don't even know
fucking
how to
like some
describe it.
Exorcist
It's,
shit,
like,
dude.
Seriously, like she's possessed puker. So she's puking, and she's on the toilet, and she has a bag, And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go get you a bucket. And I went downstairs and got a bucket and came up because she's like, shitting on the toilet and puking into the bag.
2-for-1
And
deal.
literally shitting on the toilet.
So, and she's crying. So I'm like, this is awful.
Not in it.
And I go and get a bucket and come back up. And I guess she thought that she was like done. So she stood up.
Oh.
And like, she stood up and she had to puke. So instead of sitting back down, she turned around and like bent over. Okay. She bends over and starts puking, and I just see it spray.
Oh my god!
It was so
Like a paint grenade.
legit. Like
We can never let mom hear this. She'll be so pissed.
it just sprayed out, and
She'll be so
it shot
pissed.
back, and it didn't hit the
I
wall.
can't wait
and it
till I
went
grow
close.
old.
Oh.
Dude, I've totally done things like this. We started having the dialogue earlier about the fucking
About
shitting and
yourself.
puking in the garbage can,
Right.
like deciding
2-for-1,
what
yeah.
way you want to do that.
Oh,
This is
this entire episode.
typically a shit in
Again,
the trash can.
This episode is
vomit in the
very,
toilet.
very scat heavy.
What the fuck's wrong with all
Dude,
this?
it's been the main fucking category all night.
Poop is interesting.
I was
Oh,
the
man.
puke. You puke so hard you shit, dude. I've totally
terrible.
done like that. Maybe not exactly that, but I have some ones that are pretty fucking
That
close
was one
to
thing
that
I
story.
failed to mention. real
Shitting on the
quick,
wall, full
was that
of
comment
fucking-
that your dad had made that made me laugh so hard that I started a coughing fit, and at the same time I was coughing and laughing so hard that it forced a fart out of my ass, and it hurt so bad. And I was, and then I started laughing even more about the pain my asshole was in over a Facebook comment that Josh Price, his father, had put on my status, and that's why I had to thank him for it because there's something.
Dude, he's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
That's a wild man. He's fucking
That's
hilarious.
the best thing that happened to Facebook in a long time. That's for damn sure.
Just that one.
I have more upstairs.
Do you really? Like, do you have enough for me to like have one or two of them?
Yeah, I have a whole.
Okay, because my
Holy
car's
crap.
now.
That was a nice
It
catch.
was.
Fucking big guy's house. I don't feel like walking down there right now.
He doesn't feel like walking down there right now.
I wouldn't
fine.
walk down there right now,
You can smoke all my
especially in
cigarettes.
this neighborhood at this time of night. Oh my god,
God, with the fucking
Margaret's probably watching.
the elementary school. Which, you know what? Let's not talk about where we are. Fucking when celebrities come down here and be like, shut these off. Shut these mics off. Shut these mics off.
Fake news.
You guys work for the FBI?
Yeah.
Yes. No. Yes. Maybe.
Who's asking?
Who's asking?
Listen, that's the first thing that motherfuckers was like concerned about. Well, what are you guys going to say on the podcast? Are you going to fucking like, yeah, dude, I'm just going to fucking shout your address over and over again.
We build bombs on North 20th Street on 214 messaging.
I swear to God, he was like concerned.
How's that bomb going over there?
Somebody's upset that lives at that fucking address.
Send mail to said address.
Please do so.
Yes.
Well, listen, don't anybody send anything there. I'm not trying to get the cease and desist.
At least it's a happy Easter card. To wish
There you
them a
go.
happy holidays.
Yeah, tell them happy holidays, whatever the fuck.
Can someone let Vince sit down? Because I want an update on what just happened up there.
You can sit here.
She
I
said
need
you
an
can
update.
sit on her.
She had to just come in and tell the story about my mom shitting on the wall.
Vince, again, this episode's very scat heavy. It just keeps happening. No one's even like fucking leading it in there.
I think it's because everybody's like been sick.
Everyone has
over
been
the
sick,
last
that's
month.
true.
There's like everybody has had a.
I haven't been
This is the
sick. I just have
shittiest
poop
episode ever.
issues.
Oh, dude,
See what I did there? Oh, these are bad.
I do see what you did there.
I've been
I
fucked up
loved
for
it.
over a week.
This fact, yeah. In fact, I fucking loved what you did there. So I missed you.
I missed you.
What's
You guys too.
All right, so what's happening up there?
Yeah, what the fuck?
You guys want the
It's like everything okay.
We know the exorcism happened.
Because I
We
tried.
saw the gloves in the bucket and the cleaning supplies, so has to be bad.
I
Yeah.
tried to lay down a fucking "Do you need help?" on Jess, and she like literally kind of just laughed and said, "I don't know," and I didn't really know what that meant because like
That means
when you get that
I don't wanna
laughter out of
clean
Jess, it's either like not that bad, or it's so fucking bad that like it's unfathomable.
It's pretty bad.
Is it pretty
Oh,
fucking bad?
man.
So let's
details.
Vince is our in the field reporter.
All right. So Alex had a few too many.
Alex.
Yeah,
Alex.
apparently, Jesus God.
He was doing
Apparently,
okay, though.
he wasn't feeling well, and he went stumbling
wasn't.
into the bathroom, and it looks a bit like he took about one step in the bathroom and went, "Ah!"
Okay.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. When he was walking down the hallway, he was like this. I was like, oh no, he's not gonna make it.
Yeah,
I was about to
guided
pull it.
him.
I was about
He's
to
the fucking real MVP.
I didn't guide him. His friend did. I was about to grab the trash can and bring it to him, and his friend was like, "The restroom's this way," and pulled him and was dragging him down. And I see him like this, and literally just like moments after he was out of sight, just splatter and just shit. It was just
So it's just everywhere. And then he stood
Any
there because it's
photos?
like, no, I didn't take any photos.
Damn.
Then he said, then like,
what kind of infield reporter are you?
the one's going, you got to get that shit out of your hair and give me your jacket and put it in this bag. And
Oh, so he like,
AJ's waiting in the car.
oh
Shit like
Jesus,
that.
Damn.
It was bad.
he's bummed the fuck out. AJ's bummed the fuck out.
Yeah, he had to go though. He's covered in puke. I
Yeah,
couldn't
dude, I get
let that.
Well, I
So,
mean,
sorry, Alex, when you hear this. Ish.
well, fuck, dude.
I don't know, man. Hold your liquor.
Well,
Fuck.
yeah.
It'd be cooler in a
Pace
different
yourself,
house.
Jimmy.
God damn.
If this house was like shitty, this is a shitty house.
Yeah.
It'd be totally cool to
Yeah, if they were still at the apartment,
Yeah,
that apartment dog,
We'll handle that
you can
tomorrow.
hang out with vomit on you.
I've
no
puked
trouble.
all over that bathroom, and so is fucking everyone else, dude.
Yeah,
But,
I've puked
dude,
all over that bathroom.
I did one time when I was like 19. He had to guide me, and I
Oh,
fucking,
fuck, the time of
Remember
that
that?
fucking fucked up rum.
because Jamie D.
Weird rum.
Well, and Jamie D was there, and anytime Jamie D was there, fucked up shit was happening. Like you were drinking a shitload of fucking shit.
Dude, Cody was there.
Vodka.
Man, that
Yeah.
was so
Oh,
fucking
dude,
long ago,
we were
dog.
babies. We were babies.
Yeah, dude, that's fucked up. Wow,
Sure,
holy fuck.
okay.
That's a good one, though. I was trying. I tried, babe.
It
I
looked,
did, dude.
it looked like fucking, no, it looked like I was drinking some red that was that rum mixed with fruit punch.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I chugged a bunch of it. I puked all over this bathroom in that apartment. Remember that bathroom in that apartment?
Oh yeah.
And so they were like, it looked like a crime scene.
Yeah, dog.
There was red shit everywhere.
It looked like somebody took someone in that bathroom and fucking, like, shot him in the face about 5 fucking times.
Damn.
That was chunky red shit fucking everywhere.
I was passed out, and like I was like getting up to like, oh, I'm gonna be sick, and Ryan's like saw me and was like,
I grabbed him, dude. Like, I grabbed
slow
him up
motion.
by, like, the back of the pants, type of, like, scruff grab you up and fucking, like, to the bathroom, dude. I knew he was in a bad spot,
carried
dude.
me. He was like, I was just like, and he was just fucking, he was carrying me.
Oh, dude, listen, dog. You guys have both been in this spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I was like 18. I didn't know what I was doing.
I've been in worse spots.
Oh.
Damn sure.
Several.
Not judging.
Oh, dude. He got, and you, like,
Well, the last time I drank liquor with fruit punch, I've shit on a pillow. Not to bring scat back into this, but it's a common theme.
It's fun.
And
It's been
I
a
was
really consistent theme this whole episode.
I was drinking Everclear and like chasing it with Hawaiian Punch, and just like I blacked out. I don't even know what happened. Apparently, I was outside just yelling, screaming dumb shit.
Not for you.
And then I went back inside, and I don't know. I woke up in my bed completely naked, and then I wake up and kind of put the pieces back together to some degree, and then there's a pillow with shit on it. I can't remember if it was in the apartment or outside of the apartment, but I just remember seeing it, and they're like, "What happened?" And I was like, "I'm assuming I shit on this pillow. I don't even know."
My bad.
Yeah, we're gonna have to throw this one away.
Yeah, I buy a new one. We're tired, dude. That ain't like you sweat on it a little heavy or some shit. You fucking no.
That's not your yellow pillow you had for 15 years.
Yeah, dude, you throw that one
Yeah.
in the garbage. Fuck
It was
that.
just a throw pillow on a couch anyway. So
Yeah,
it was
throw
just, yeah.
it away.
Throw it away.
Throw it
yes.
away.
Exactly.
Now, were you...
Was it inside? Was it on the couch?
It was.
It was on the couch. Now, you took your pants off and actually shit on this pillow?
I don't know.
Was it a
He
big
just told
shit?
you he blacked out. He doesn't know what he
I
fucking did.
blacked out, woke up naked, and then the next morning I saw a pillow laying on my couch just flat with like a shit stain about the size of a fucking baseball on it.
Oh.
Like, you know what probably happened?
Like you sat on it and shit.
Yeah, like I was
Somebody
probably.
sucked in.
No, someone equally drunk saw Yoder and was like, Yoder, shit on that pillow. And Yoder was like, all right. I don't know if that's what happened.
It's quite possible. Yeah, everything's
Planned it
possible.
out. Fucking dove right in there. Hey man, listen. Sometimes you get some devious thoughts. I don't know. It's a spice of life.
It's like after a fifth, anything is possible.
Oh
Anything is
fuck.
possible.
When you said that he took one step into the bathroom and started stumbling around, I think that triggered something about that story in my head of you going in that bathroom.
Oh,
and throwing
shit.
up.
It was very similar.
Oh, dude.
Not to interrupt, Brian Ortega just fucking beat number 2.
Sure did.
Like real hard.
Wow, what if I laid down a what if I had my hair cornered earlier? Wouldn't that look funny? What if I had my hair cornered like that? That would look fucking hilarious.
That'd be awesome. You should do that.
I don't think so. I don't actually think I should do that.
I don't know what kind of I don't know where.
I don't think I have enough hair left for that.
I don't know where you go to get that done, but you should definitely try.
I don't know.
Martin Luther King Boulevard.
Oh, you're an asshole. I feel like
Oh shit!
I was wondering who was going to say something racist first.
Guilty.
not I.
It's usually me.
I feel like what's going to happen though. Thanks for saying that. That's why I can't go into that place to get that done to my hair because I'm going to go in there and they're going to take one look. Where's the t-shirt? You white motherfucker.
How you know there's someone named Letitia here?
I know.
It ain't her day to work me.
That's beside the point.
It's so cringeworthy when people do shit like that and are serious.
Oh my god, yeah. I remember my brother in high school got his hair cornrowed one time.
Did he?
Because he's got a real nappy head.
Yeah.
And
yeah, he does. He would have good hair for it, man.
Yeah. Well, that's some lady he worked with. She's like, "Please let me cornrow your head." And she, I guess she kept.
Okay.
Yeah, she's like, "Sure."
And
it
then,
actually
yeah.
didn't look that bad. The only thing it looked,
brother.
it was funny because like we were living in Texas at the time, so like it's sunny out there and we'll get tan. So he was like kind of tannish,
Yeah.
and his head was just fucking
Not
pale white as shit. So like he was two toned.
Was it?
That's
Was
the
it
only
like
thing that
was
looked
it a black
funny.
lady?
It was,
Was it?
yes.
See, that just makes me. That's just hilarious because I could just picture this black lady asking your brother, because your brother's always had this very like stony kind of attitude, or presence to him.
Yeah.
So you just be like, "Let me cornrow your hair." He's probably just like, "Okay."
Exactly.
And
I'm sure that's how it went.
smiling.
Yeah, sure.
That sounds sweet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, like I said, it didn't look that bad. It was just basic cornrow, just straight back.
Yeah.
Just
I could see him rocking that.
yeah,
I could.
didn't
Oh,
look that bad.
yeah, your brother could definitely.
I was saying,
pull it
other
He
than
said he
the,
does. He has like, dude, I feel that.
Other than the
fucking
pale-
the fuzzy hair.
yeah, other than his pale ass head, it didn't look too bad.
Remember when he had that fucking ponytail? His hair was just fucking. This is giant,
Yeah.
bro. He just tied
He
up
had like
a
a
ponytail.
fucking fro behind his head.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
good.
Well, he would have a fro, and then it would just sag. So then that once it grew so long, it would sag. So he just put it in
The
the.
fucking ponytail.
It was funny when he'd come out of like he'd take a shower and his hair would just be like wavy. I was like one time he like walked into the room and I was like, "You look like Jesus," and I was like, "Now I get why they call you Jesus."
Yeah, everyone called your brother Jesus.
They did. Who's Megan Ross's brother? What was his name?
John.
John, yeah.
He looked like Jesus too, though.
He did.
Yeah.
He did have a deep. I got called.
I mean, the
Jesus in high school.
cliche Jesus, the white Jesus.
I got a bunch of the fucking preps in my class would like started calling me Jesus, and I was like, dude, I knew like 5 motherfuckers that look like straight up. You just call me Jesus because I have long hair.
And a mustache.
I have no mustache.
No
I
mustache.
was this fucking baby face with long red hair, and they're like Jesus. I'm like, this is not what Jesus fucking looks like.
Jesus wasn't Irish.
Jesus of Potatoeville. I'm Jesus of this land.
The Irish Jesus. Save yourselves. Save yourselves, damn it. I only got a corn liquor and a pint to go through. I'm fucking done with you.
Jesus helps those and helps themselves. Get me off this goddamn cross. The fuck's the matter with you?
Can't you see I'm bleeding? I'm losing my alcohol. Give me a pint.
Christ, I could really use a pint right now. I've got holes in my fucking hands.
That was the Jesus you were.
That was me. Bitching.
Just bitch.
There's the man back again.
Oh, the cornrows. So I would like to just have enough hair to cornrow.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's where I'm fucking totally like, yeah, that's a cool idea, and I would do it and all, but there ain't enough left up there, man.
That,
It ain't
I feel like you
fucking
just have a
happening.
headache all the
if you
time.
didn't
Yeah,
know,
that's what I feel like too. Sometimes I get a headache from pulling my hair back.
I do
Sometimes.
too.
Too
I feel like you would just have a constant headache. Because
I've
the
never
heck
grown
he
my
said,
hair.
if I fucking put my shit back, like tie it up, gives me a headache.
Yeah.
He's had it like that since like yesterday, so you know, like he's had to sleep on it too.
Probably fucking. He's probably take
Ugh,
shit out.
God damn, that'd be the worst.
Yeah, I've never grew my hair past my eyebrows. I got some fucked up
That's the
hair.
longest your hair ever been?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I got some fucked up hair because it's like wavy on top, curly on the side, and then just fucked up in the middle.
Some of that's that length hair too.
Yeah, I
That's
just
true.
shave it. I've always shaved it, just buzz cut it. But now I'm starting to get the thin. I'm starting to get. I think I'm headed down the road of the horseshoe. If I let it get that way. If I let it get that way.
We're fucked. I'm gonna eventually burn my hair off, or something fucked up will happen. That's what will actually do it in. Some fucking retarded shit's gonna happen.
I've been done in.
Dude, I'm literally like, I might be 3 or 4 years away from like just totally not having hair up there.
Well, fuck, that'll make it easier on you, dog.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, no more hair.
You shave it anyways.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, I'm in that still in that awkward stage of going bald, where it still looks like there's something wrong with me. Like when I don't shave my head for a while, I just look like I have like mange, like because there's still a little bit of hair.
Stop being fucking lazy and shave your head. Like, you don't have to shave your face anyways. You have a beard.
You stay on top of that pretty good.
Yeah,
I think
3 inches on this side.
way better than I would.
yeah, like
Way fucking better than I would. I would get annoyed with that in about fucking
what, shaving your head?
0.2 seconds. I would have to figure out some way to streamline it. Like do it in the shower.
No,
No,
I
see,
have.
that's what.
You use a razor though, right?
Yeah,
That's the kind of shit that like I'm talking about.
Like
I would have to have a way to like
Bladed
where it was a
razor.
streamlined
Yeah.
fucking
I
thing.
do that. Like I use the clippers a lot of the time. Then like, and like
Do they get it
the-
like close enough?
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
did it. I did it this morning. Gets it pretty close.
Oh fuck yeah, dude, that
Yeah,
was
that's not
great.
bad.
That was fucking great.
Yeah, so like
You know.
that, you buy decent clippers too.
Yeah.
It does it pretty well, but like in the summer and shit, I'll straight razor it.
Yeah.
Get the
Straight
tan.
razor it or like fucking bick it?
Like Bick it.
Okay. Yeah, that was bumming me out for a minute. I was like, man, you can use a straight razor that good?
No,
Fucking end up
I was gonna say, like,
use a back. You're fantastic.
oh, you're gonna cut your fucking head. You haven't already?
Oh, dude,
I know how to give stitches.
when you cut your head,
That's my
it
skull.
Fucking bleed.
yeah, all those little capillaries, dude.
Holy
But if you
shit.
press on it, ice, they're real. Those wounds are real reactive to like putting cold compacts on them too. It'll fucking seal them back up as long as your like skull's not fractured and that blood's not coming from around your brain. Bad
Jesus.
times.
I'm just talking about like nicking it, shaving it, and like it won't quit
No.
bleeding.
I got into fucking
Oh,
traumatic fucking injuries and shit.
Lick it, Sam. Lick it.
Jesus Christ.
My feelings.
Alex,
hurt
what have
for
you
now.
done?
I think when she told me
How is the hair?
I don't know if I need help,
down here,
that's when I fucking should have got up and probably helped her
He's,
and him.
he's cleaning toilet seats. Okay.
He needs to make his fucking debut.
He does.
He's the grand finale.
He's the grand finale. I'm gonna let him tell his side of the story.
And he'll just come sit down like, hi.
It'll be fucking great.
That was like the Rai intro. Just hi.
All right.
Hey,
That was good.
Sorry,
It was
dude.
good.
that's how you introduce him to every episode.
Hi. I don't know what else. See, like,
There should only be 2 seconds to be filmed of any episode that Ryan's on, and it should be those 2 seconds where he sits down and just goes, hi.
hi.
Because the visual is
Just
just
edit
as
it in every
good.
time.
The visual is probably 90. It's hilarious just to hear the sound.
I just
Yeah,
fucking
but-
look funny.
Yeah.
He was talking about a minute ago, like, he's like, my hair will grow into a point where it's like, it looks like there's something wrong with me. Dude, it just looks like there's something wrong with me. Like, when I walk around, it's kind of fucking crazy. And then, like, I'll start talking to people, and they'll be like, oh, okay. And then, like, I'll walk up at first, and I'll sketch some
I'm
people
not
the
sure
fuck
about
out,
this
dog.
guy.
Dog, really, it bumps me out. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Maybe it's all the fur you carry.
Maybe it is.
What's with all the fucking
And
fur?
It's all the
They're intimidated. They don't know if I'm a man or an animal. A fucking man or a fucking animal.
What is this thing?
So Cyborg up next.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I hope it's over in the first. Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Oh, she's gonna knock her fucking face off.
I hope so.
I hope it's not an upset. I really don't want this little blonde Russian no-name girl to beat Cyborg.
Hell no.
I don't see that happening.
But the way I've seen her throwing those kicks,
Kind of
earlier,
cute though. She's kind of cute.
Yeah, not bad.
I like this weight class because they're actually like people.
What do you mean they don't look like aliens?
Yeah, like they're not trying to like make 115 pounds.
Yeah, that's not normal.
No, that's not something fucking.
Especially if you're like 6 feet tall or like 5'8" or some shit. You're not supposed to weigh 115 pounds.
No.
GTFO.
That was not
That-
GTFO.
The first guy with the cornrows, the guy that had the fro a little while ago, he's like he's like 5'11" and fights at 135.
That's crazy.
Dude,
Like,
135
how tall
in
is he?
5th grade.
Yeah, how tall is he? 5'11".
Jesus Christ. I
God,
don't
he's
even
taller than I am, and
know.
I have about 25 pounds on him.
I'm the same height, and I'm
that is
pushing
fucking
100
nuts.
pounds on him, and I'm like, you know what I mean? Like,
What the fuck?
are you? What the fuck?
Dude, listen, I'm going to tap for a minute
That's fine.
and go see what the fuck's going on because Sam has a hose. So,
Can't be good.
a note before I go. This makes that idea that I talk about sometimes way better of having the bathroom that you just tile from the floor to the ceiling and everything's tile in it and there's just a removable tile in the floor.
I've told so many people your idea,
And
and
just
I'm
hose
like,
that
yes.
fucker down, dude.
That's how,
Yeah,
you
fuck
clean it.
it.
That's how you clean a bathroom. You don't
Spray the whole thing down with cleaner.
Yes.
And just have a
Hose it.
drain.
Hose it off.
Just
Have
a
a floor. Have a floor drain.
Huh? See, Sam's on it. He wants to use a fucking FRP though. I'm like tile it and make it look nice. Like it's not.
What's the FRP?
You want to make it look like a fucking institutional use bathroom. I want to make it look. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
It's
that's
not
kind of
a
like that's
it's
kind
not a
of
fucking
now,
prison.
where they kind of have the like a wainscot where they have the tile halfway up the wall, not all the way up.
Yeah.
That's like kind of a thing now.
Yeah. See, I was saying
All the way.
get crazy. Yeah, because
And put a
all you're
drain
gonna
right
do-
in the middle.
You know what
just
you're going to
spray the
do.
fucking
If you
shit.
fucking bring that hose in on that goddamn half tile wall, you know you're going to spray above the tile.
Of course. Or something to splash or
Right.
something.
Put it to the fucking ceiling. Be
Yeah.
fucking real, dog. You know?
Yeah, dude, that would be
All right,
pretty
I'm tapping
sweet.
for a minute. Bring your boy in.
I like that
Hey,
idea.
come over.
Bring the boy in.
I said, bring the boy. Come over here.
You come sit on fucking dad's lap.
Sit on Pappy's lap.
Sit on daddy's lap.
Oh, tickle my beard.
What if Ryan was a pedophile? You come sit down on daddy's lap.
He would, no matter how much candy he had, he would never be successful.
You come sit over here, fucking.
You fucking.
Hi, kid. Let me tell you about something.
You fucking ever heard of Lisa Frank?
Did you get my cigarettes? Did you want?
Cigarette?
Do you want to sit down on her and fuck my
I'm
fucking
gonna go
lap?
up these stairs.
Why don't you follow me, little boy?
What the fuck's going on up here?
Sit down on daddy's lap. You smoke a cigarette?
Do you have a dad?
Sit down.
You want to drink some of daddy's big boy drink? Some of that?
Fucking like you.
Fucking like
You
you.
want a shoulder rub?
Oh, this is getting dark.
It's getting dark.
Real
It's getting dark real quick.
It's about to get real dark on this girl.
I like this Russian girl. She's cute.
She's very cute. I like her.
I feel like she's about to
Cyborg
die.
looks like a fucking actual cyborg.
So we gotta.
She looks like she's made out of parts.
She's a fucking animal.
She's a wonderful human too.
She's gonna tear
she's a
apart this little
robot.
cute girl.
I hope not. She's got a beautiful face.
She thinks she's
She's not going to here.
It's
in a
not
minute.
going to be very soon.
Mm-mm.
That might be more interesting, actually. How good do you look when your face has been pummeled by Cyborg?
Right? I know.
It'd be hard to be like a freak like that, and then just like,
I hear Ryan up there screaming.
Yeah, I do too.
just like walking around daily life knowing that you could kill like 90% of the human population.
I know,
With your
right?
own bare hands.
What do you do with that
Man,
power?
we're winning.
Right?
What do you do with that power? I know exactly what I do
You
with that
intimidate
power.
the fuck out of everybody you come across.
You say nothing and then you just murder them. That's what you do.
You won't even know.
I'm not going to tell you anything.
Is there a door down here?
Yeah.
Outside door?
Yeah, why?
I'm gonna piss. I guess there is a toilet.
There's a
right
toilet.
Yeah,
right
I keep
Piss in the
forgetting about
toilet.
that toilet. I do prefer to piss outside though. Ever since I've been like 3 years old, I've been pissing outside.
Yeah, I enjoy a nice outside piss.
It's kind
It's
of
frowned upon by the public. They'll
When
go
I-
to jail for that.
When I was a child, I would like get away with everything because my sister was a compulsive liar, and I could just blame everything on her. And then they would ask her, and she's like, "No, I didn't do it." And whether she was telling the truth or not, they're like, "Well, Hannah's a liar. She did it."
Turns out she's actually.
I confessed to something like the first time to my parents, and I like this is something I probably did when I was like somewhere between the age of 6 to 10, somewhere in that area. But I remember I was using too much toilet paper every time I would shit, and I was flooding the toilet, and my dad was getting furious to the point that like he wanted to abuse me over it. So I was like, okay, I'm no longer going to flush that much toilet paper. So I started throwing it in the trash can right next to the toilet, and they're like, who the fuck is putting toilet paper in the goddamn trash can? I was like, Hannah. And when they asked Hannah, she's like, I didn't do it. They're like, stop putting toilet paper in the trash
And
can.
they're intensely yelling at your sister, like,
Quit fucking putting shitty toilet paper in the goddamn toilet.
Exactly.
it's just like, I don't know what's wrong.
And then I'm in my room like, I'll never do this again.
You've just fucking put this toilet paper. You've been making chaos into your fucking floor.
Ever since I was potty trained. But even after then, I would just like piss outside all the time. Like, I mean, there was one thing I would never do as a child. It was one, I would never wear shoes. And two, I would never piss inside. I just always pissed outside. And like we'd be playing in the street or whatever, and I'd be like, hold on, I gotta piss. And then I'd just run to a tree or the side of a house and just piss on it and then come right back out. And I remember one time, I don't know why, but every time like if I was going home, I got the sudden urge to piss, like every time.
Yeah.
And so one time I was like literally in front of my front door. Like I could have opened the front door and went to the bathroom. I was like, I'll just piss right in this flower bed.
Piss right here.
Right by the front door. And then like that was one thing I couldn't blame on my sister because they knew I pissed outside all the time. Like, why does our front porch smell like piss? And I was like, I don't know. They're like, stop pissing in the flower bed. Like, don't do that.
Don't.
Like, okay.
Enough.
That's fine. I'll compromise and I won't piss there no more.
Fucking
Side of the house only.
Jesus, Hitler.
I'll write my name on the brick wall or try to piss on the roof like I normally do.
Try to piss on the roof.
That was something I saw too. Someone's like, I don't have the stream like I used to when I was 9. And I was like, wow, they're actually onto something because I remember I could piss on the goddamn roof. I was 4 feet tall pissing on a 10-foot roof.
Couldn't do that today.
I'm 5'11". I could probably get 7 foot, maybe.
Maybe.
I haven't really tried, but I don't know.
Like if you really have to go,
I'd have to drink a lot of beer and then really have to go.
Chug a
and
bunch
just-
of water or something.
Yeah, water would
Because
probably
now at
do it.
this point, like if we push that hard, like we're gonna risk shitting ourselves. Like
Good point. We went over this. It'll happen.
it'll end up hurting our heads. Like,
oh, absolutely.
do you ever try to speed piss and you just push really hard and you just like, and it just fucking hurts?
Those burn.
Don't-
Really bad.
That's kind of like what Eric's talking about.
It's like, or you hold a piss for so long.
Yes.
And then you go, yeah.
it's the worst.
Shit.
I need
Yeah.
a beer, but there's this water right in front of me. That
There's
was
a
mine.
water.
I'm just gonna drink that
Drink it.
because I don't feel like getting up. Actually, no, there's beer over that fridge. Is it Bud Light?
No, it's Yingings.
We need a runner.
I'm
Live.
not gonna get a ying ying then.
Ying-yang.
Drink on this water. I'll probably drink on this water.
Fuck.
Hey, man.
It's John. How would you figure they pay him to do that?
Oh,
Probably a
dude.
ridiculous amount of money.
I bet it's fucking
A disgusting
retarded.
amount. Disgusting amount, I'm sure.
I stole your chair, man. I'm
He's
sorry.
swimming in money.
This one's mine. That one's yours.
So is his brother.
Yeah, the other one does the boxing.
Boxing.
Yeah. The more famous one.
Yeah.
Which one does professional wrestling?
No, it's just
There
two
is one.
brothers. This is just two brothers.
Oh, the guy that does the pro wrestling or used to?
Yeah.
It was the boxing one.
Was it?
That brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking amazing.
It is fucking
Like,
amazing.
like that's someone's job. Oh shit.
Just announce.
That's it.
Eric, you want to tag in real quick? Oh, you already sat down. That's fine. I just got to pass and I want another beer. But I'll be RB.
Yeah,
My boy's got to rock a piss.
Gotta piss.
Right back.
Piss him spree.
Dude, I feel like Cyborg's about to knock this little Russian girl's head off.
19-1. Oh yeah,
She hasn't lost since like 2005.
dude, she's an
She was
animal,
12.
man.
What? Okay,
She's
there
gonna
we go.
wreck her face.
Huh?
Nothing. Just going crazy over here.
Oh
Be
my.
careful with that.
Be careful with that. Crazy.
How do I know if these are? Well, I guess this one doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter if those
It
ones.
just fits weird.
It-
I have an
I
awkward
really
head.
like this.
We all have
headphones.
different heads.
I do too. I was really happy with them.
You need to like. I'm gonna buy a set of them, dude.
Yeah, they're only like 15
Are
bucks.
those ones different than the ones I'm wearing? Why do they fit different to me? I feel like those ones are snug.
These ones extend up here.
They have really good sound, man.
Yeah.
They
Real
have a
clear.
Oh,
really
maybe
good
that's what I did. I
full-range
just
sound.
had them. I gotta twist them around. And now they feel better.
You said they're only like $15 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
China.
Yeah, right,
China.
exactly. They say
China.
Sony on the side, bro. They
China.
really Sony.
China.
China,
Ooh, look at her face.
China. That's like one of my favorite videos I've seen.
Oh,
It's
China.
just the Trump China. Just China.
He's fucking
China.
ridiculous, dog.
Yeah. It
You
is
should
true.
say something about China.
Modelo.
China.
China.
Fight,
China.
girls, fight, touch each
Uh,
other, kick her.
That's a man, baby.
Oh, shit. It's
Are you
this is
kidding
where-
me?
This fight right here is where shit's gonna get quiet for a little bit because we're all gonna sit here with our mouths open.
going,
That's not good.
that's fine. She's
I'm
from
not gonna
Brazil.
close my mouth over
You
there.
said that's fine. She's from Brazil.
Yeah.
Nicely fucking said.
So,
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You don't
And
want to
those,
go to the
those tattoos will
Yeah.
help her too. That's extra strength.
That's each of these stickers is 5 horsepower.
Exactly.
Dude, listen, there was like maybe a 16 or 18-year-old.
Oh
no! One time in a parking lot, I made him believe that for
Oh,
a couple
shit.
minutes.
That stickers add horsepower.
I was like, oh, these red ones, 3 horsepower.
They're a little bit more expensive, but
Just
you can imagine the torque that you can get off these days.
I made somebody believe that fucking barking spiders were real one time too. So
Barking spiders?
yeah,
Oh
that's
my
one of the
God.
prouder moments of my life.
Those,
I mean, for like weeks, I
actually,
made them believe they were
my
real.
current roommate,
I was farting and telling them they were barking spiders. Like I did it multiple fucking times, and they thought it was real.
my current roommate in high school, he wore a shirt that said "barking spider," and it was a spider. It had like it was. I mean, it was like it was such a. It was a typical like Spencer's T-shirt. Like
Okay.
it was a black tee and had a spider, and it just had a box around the whole thing. And there's a spider, and then there's like a poof cloud on its ass end, and it just
Okay.
said "barking spider."
Right.
And he would wear that thing probably 4 out of 5 days, and like he like I don't know, and he
Fucking
probably
it's a great shirt.
and he probably only washed it maybe once or twice
Ever.
ever. Yeah.
Ever.
And like I would tell him that he's like, well, I didn't wear it that much. I was like, dude, you had 3 shirts and you wore that one 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Like
There was no,
that's-
there's no third.
no, it was barking
Fucking
spider,
three
barking spider,
quarters.
barking spider, and then just some green shirt and a barking spider for Friday because you got to show it off
Some
again.
green shirt.
That's your good shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the one you don't have fucking shit stains on.
Right. It was pretty
Yet.
bad. And that was another thing about having classes with him is like you could fart and you could blame it on him and everybody would believe you.
Yeah, and he wouldn't
Because
give
he was a barking spider as well.
Yeah.
And he was a stinky individual. He still is. And that's
He no give a
one
fuck.
thing I got to deal with. I'm like, dude, just take a shower. You smell.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Once in a while. Jesus Christ.
just once in a while.
2-3 days, man. Come on. Outside of that, you're fucking pushing it.
Right.
Oh my god.
Oh, I thought that was coming.
she can't box with her.
She cannot.
She's not
you
fighting.
are right.
She's kicking.
She keeps telegraphing that leg like I said she fucking would.
She's looking for a
Yeah,
takedown.
She is. She's
Oh,
looking.
she's so
fucking
dumb,
drop
dude.
some fucking kicks too. I think.
Oh,
Oh boy.
oh shit. She should just back off and let her get back up.
God.
Damn it.
Nah, she pissed her off a little bit ago.
Hey, fuck your face.
Fuck your face? Fuck it. Oh, they called it.
Well, there's the first round.
Hey.
Damn.
She's a man, baby.
So check that out. Oh, that's all woman right there.
Oh, she's a lady.
She's a lady.
Listen, she's a little rough in the face, all right?
That's where you learn to fight like that.
There's a lot of rage in what she just did to
You're
that
gonna look a
girl.
little rough in the face.
She's a super nice person, though.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying you can't be a nice person. I'm just saying
I bet she doesn't suck
you
dick.
don't just like.
Oh, I bet she fucking does because she doesn't have a choice.
What do you mean?
But I bet she like takes it.
Takes it. I bet
has a
that
choice.
She's very like she's a sportsman.
I wasn't so much saying like it gives you a bastard face. I'm just saying like you don't just like one day come out and go, okay, I'm gonna fight like that. You've done some fucking fighting, dude.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And you've got the shit kicked out of you.
Well, I mean, to realize that you can fight,
like
you've
that.
been through some shit. You know what I mean?
That's a
You don't
weird
just wake
thing.
up, like you said, you don't wake up and think like, oh, I can
Punched her in the
fight.
stomach.
It's weird.
You
for
gotta
me.
beat a lot of people's asses, and you gotta get your ass kicked a couple
She
times.
just fucking threw an overhand right and decked her in the sternum.
Some people it doesn't even take that many fights to figure out that you can fight.
right.
That's a weird thing to me that like is a
I mean,
hard
that's with anything,
concept to
though.
understand.
That's
with
with
me.
anything,
It's
though.
like, if you've been in like 5 fist fights, like 5 good fucking fist fights, you are probably, if you're a normal mental capacity person, you are probably you understand that barrier's broke.
right.
You're like, I can use my body to fight. You gotta like become okay with it.
Yeah.
Or it's like,
Well, I mean, I
the
feel like
reserve
with
that
the
you go
fighting,
through, you know?
it's similar to anything. If you're a natural at it, you realize that you are a natural at it fairly quickly.
Yeah, like we're saying like that 5 fights with just realizing that
That
I
you
can
just-
fucking fight.
You just bury people
You're good
5
as fuck
times.
at it
Yeah.
after 5, and then you get
Yeah.
to hone that in, man.
Right. And then you meet other people that are just as good fighters as you are, which makes it a little interesting.
That's where the martial arts is important in this stuff.
To
As
humble
far
people, because
as,
like you can kick
exactly.
everybody's ass in your neighborhood, but you talk about your city or your state or your country or the fucking world,
Right.
like you're gonna get humbled at some point.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's part.
No
of,
one
that's
stays on
part
top
of,
forever.
Yeah, well, that's part of what martial arts is too,
That's-
and that's kind of where I'm saying that it's important and
Yeah, because
to
they-
be a part of this stuff.
I mean, that's with martial arts. That's the whole thing. They want you to be a badass, but they want you to be humble about it. They don't
Yeah,
want
you
to
need
be
to
a
have
showboat.
discipline.
Yeah, you gotta discipline yourself.
So I like people like her because she's actually like a decent role model for people.
Yeah, there are some of these people are fucking cuts, but there's cuts everywhere.
She's very sportsmanlike, and I appreciate that. Like if someone like gives her shit or something, like she's not afraid to like shit talk. But like after the fight, after she like fucking hurts them real bad, like she did that poor girl,
Yeah,
she'll fucking hug them, fucking tell them good fight, and only say positive shit about them.
dog, you're fighting to win.
Yeah.
Don't cheat. I'm not saying cheat or be unfair, but you're fighting to win.
Right.
You're not out there to. Well, okay.
When people talk about her like and steroids and shit, but because she pissed hot like 10 years ago, and people fucking give her shit like she's still doing it. Like they have like
I know how delicate he was with this.
On the contrary, who doesn't fucking do steroids?
No one in this fucking sport.
Just because of testing's so crazy now. But I was saying, like, as far as
Unless you're
I
Burns
wasn't just.
Jones,
I
huh?
guess that I should have.
Oh, they caught his ass.
I guess I
multiple
should have
times.
referred to this as not like. I wasn't just talking about the USC. I was talking kind of like bodybuilding and training in general. Who doesn't
what
use
about-
fucking steroids?
Yeah, I mean bodybuilding. I mean they probably have used steroids at some point in their
Oh, they're
career.
dude for
Especially in,
about
like, high school.
95% of those dudes. There's no probably maybe they did.
Yeah.
They did.
Well, so they use USADA, and those are the people that caught like Lance Armstrong and all those people.
Looks like a generic steroid or something.
dude,
or
that
what?
shit's
USADA is
fucking serious.
the United States Anti-Doping Agency,
Oh, okay.
and like when they are constantly tested. Like they do it randomly, and anytime in or outside of competition. Like if you get caught with like pot in your system outside of competition, you're not getting
They
fucking.
don't give a fuck.
But like once you're in
As they
competition,
should.
there's nothing like if you take
It's
like
not an performance enhancing drug.
if you take the wrong
you
Tylenol,
could probably gain mass.
like if you drink coffee, like too close to like taking this test, it'll show up.
It's that fucking.
It's that sensitive. Everyone's like $4,000 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And they will show up.
It ain't cheap, but it works.
Anytime you leave your house, you have to call them and tell them. Like, anytime. If
Like
you
every day.
if you leave your fucking house, you have to call and inform them where you're going.
What? And who's this for?
All UFC fighters.
Damn.
Every last one of them.
It's serious, dude. They're serious about that shit. That's why when I made the comment that I made about being like, who hasn't? Most of these UFC people don't. Like, when they're active fighting,
Ain't
you
nothing.
You can't get around it, dude.
They,
You'll
may,
get caught
they
eventually.
may have used it in the past, though.
Yeah,
But
once
Well,
again,
they send people to your house at 4:00 in the morning.
yeah, they'll show up at the gym. They won't. You can hide. They'll stay there till you come out.
right.
I mean,
Like
they're
they'll wake
tested.
you up and they're gonna take some blood and some piss from you now, and there's nothing you can do about it. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe I'll see you in a week.
Yeah, you signed up for it.
And you're getting paid pretty good now.
Yeah,
Now.
never the same time. There's no pattern to it.
The Reebok thing kind of fucked a lot of these people.
Yeah, they used to be able to wear their own sponsors, and then UFC signed a deal with Reebok exclusively, and now they have to wear their uniform.
Really?
Yeah, so now they can't collect sponsorship money.
Okay, so let me drop this into perspective. Do you realize the real perspective of this?
Please
So if you
explain.
have like a pair of shorts on, you can put like 6 people's patches on the
Well,
shorts.
right. You can
And
pay
each
for
one
each.
of them are like, say that I'm not
But
even,
now-
I'm not
but
even going
now-
to wear your patch for less than $15,000.
But now it's regulated to
You
wear.
get one, it's like
Reebok.
30K. I think it's 30K.
Oh, they might get 30 grand.
I mean,
Yeah,
obviously,
I think it's
obviously
30
they're paid-
for the Reebok thing.
obviously
20, 30,
they're
something like that, yeah.
billboards. That's how. I mean, the majority of their money, I imagine, comes from sponsorships and shit, or used to prior
Right.
to.
But that's where you make the money on the sponsorship.
So there-
is
they
when
get-
I wore
And that
6
and those
fucking
banners
people's
that they
places
hang right
patches.
before and after the fights, and they have those fucking all kinds of sponsorships all over them.
I feel like more of that money probably goes to the organization.
I have no idea.
I bet it does.
I
I
know.
bet it does.
I'm willing to bet every time. Like, I bet if the fighter's getting 20 to 30, UFC's getting the other fucking 80 to 70.
Right.
Shit, I think the only thing that I can think of to get away from that is temporary tattoos. Get a temporary tattoo of a logo. and
That's
just
not a
put-
bad idea. That's
if-
funny.
I mean, unless you're already tatted the fuck up and you got no more space. But if you don't have any tattoos, fucking put temporary tattoos all over your fucking body. And
Yeah.
sell them. Like,
I don't know how that's going to sell, but good luck.
I mean,
It's
shit,
an it's an
worth a
interesting
shot.
That's fucking brilliant.
It's an interesting
They
angle.
can't. They can't fucking say, "Hey, you can't put." I guess they could. I guess it's like you can't put that on your skin. But if you were to actually get a legitimate tattoo of it, then that's your other loophole to that. They can't tell you, no, you're not allowed to have a Pepsi logo tattooed to your arm.
Listen, Pepsi comes to me and says, "Hey, for $2 million,
You tattoo this.
you
dude."
tattoo our logo on you the size of a baseball." So I'm like, "What shoulder you want it on?"
Yeah, right. Which shoulder?
This is my dominant hand.
Well, with my stance, this one's going to be shown out front. This
Yeah.
one will be out back.
Right.
Yeah, so we're left hand out. Do you want it on the back of my hand? Actually, I can.
Yeah. You can put it on my face for $5 million if you
Yeah.
want to.
I just know,
There's a price for this real estate.
Yeah, right.
I'll turn the entire top of my head into a Pepsi logo for the right amount of money.
I feel people have done that before, and I just feel like it's a thing that people don't exploit for marketing.
You give me 20% of your company, I'll fucking tattoo that logo on my scalp.
Right. I'll tattoo it for 1% of profits for the rest of my life.
Oh yeah, I bet you will.
yeah.
Like for Pepsi.
Yeah,
I
right.
bet you fucking will.
Hell yes.
What they make about 16 billion last year,
God.
something like that.
Everybody likes the sody pop.
Oh, dude, it's fucking dude. That shit's all fucking crazy.
That's gross.
It's like how much money McDonald's
can't
makes.
drink it.
Shit like that, dude. It's fucking nuts. It's not even real food.
Ah,
It's not even fucking real food.
Oh,
dog.
well, they're making real money, though.
Oh, dog. Fucking balling, dude. Cheddars for days.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty wild.
What the fuck is that noise?
I was just saying, I got to put these.
someone else yelling?
It's the furnace.
Crazy. Oh, you hear the furnace.
I think that's what I hear.
I thought you meant like the crowd eruption.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of too.
Like, did he?
I think the furnace is running though.
Yeah.
What's the follow up with that hose situation? It's not like what that was. That the reaction?
A celebration.
Like, yeah, I guess.
The toilet's clean.
It has been done, dickhead.
Oh no, dude! If it was only the toilet, it would have been one thing.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, see,
I
this is
think
the
it
comment
was.
I just made when I went up there. I was like, oh, it's like this. When I saw that vent in that sink,
Oh, there's a
that's when I fucking got it.
He got the vent.
Oh, dude. That's an understatement of the fucking year. He got the vent, understatement of a motherfucking year.
Alex. I don't think you're next year, buddy.
No, we need a. We'll bring him back. We'll bring him back with a vengeance.
Yeah, he needs
We'll bring
to
him back next week.
tell his story. He's got to give it through first person view first.
Yeah, fuck.
Because he wasn't like I don't think he was blackout drunk, but he was
he was
definitely
just fucked
fucked
up,
up.
dude.
He was fucked up.
Yeah,
And he knew he was fucked up, and he was like, but I just love his like calm demeanor about the whole thing because he was like really fucked up, and everyone's like, "You okay?" Because it was like he was about to pass out, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just gonna drink water, and then I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. This is like the recipe for success." And we're like, "Yeah, I mean that works." He goes, "I live by this shit," and then he just goes, "Hey, oh, where's the trash can?" And then that's when I knew shit was going down. And the rest is history. But he needs to tell it by first person.
What's going on up there now?
What happened here?
Oh, Cyborg.
Yeah.
Cyborg beat the shit out of
Damn
that
it!
girl.
I knew it was gonna happen, and I was like, it seems to be calming down.
It was pretty quick, dog.
Yeah, there was like a minute and a half left in the first.
She couldn't stand with her at all.
No, she got tagged in the mouth, and all of a sudden she did that Ronda thing where she got her back up against the cage and tried to throw front kicks to keep her out. And eventually, Cyborg tagged her and got her on the ground and just started beating the fuck out of her.
It was pretty intense.
It was weird. Like, she threw this really
It's probably
hard...
online. I can just go look at it right now, so it's not a big deal.
She threw this really weird, hard overhand right and decked her right in the sternum. And that kind of folded her. So what's going
Oh man, you were the first person to make that joke.
I'm
surprised that happened already.
So what's going on up there now?
It's getting wrapped up.
Is it?
Sam's cleaning up there. What, Mr. Optimistic?
Why?
He's optimistic about everything.
Oh, he was laughing.
He's just like, it's not that bad. And Jess is like, oh, it was everywhere. And Sam's like, I mean, it wasn't like a full 360. It was just,
It could be.
He described it to a 720 fan. Like a fucking somebody put a Claymore mine in the
That's what he told me
bathroom.
too. He was like, it wasn't over there, like where you're standing.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, she's a clean freak, and he's an optimist. And he's probably
He's just-
seen more fucked up shit, and you're just like, well, it's not.
He is an
that
optimist,
bad.
but
Oh, the fucked up shit. I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there. It's been a fun time.
can I just say he's like
Shit water's fun.
23. I'm sorry, Alex, but yeah, we're shit talk a little bit.
It's okay. It's okay. It already kind of happened one time. We
he's
were
23?
busting balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's already happened once, but like, don't you normally don't do that anymore at that age.
No.
Like you've got it figured out. Like you'll
I
make,
don't know. It's
you'll make it to the
top.
I can't speak.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're
Fucking 27. I got nothing figured out.
No. I'm pretty sure you don't fucking projectile vomit all over bathrooms.
Yeah, he wasn't blackout drunk.
That's because I would puke in my own mouth and swallow it.
See, there's ways around it. Like you,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
American he.
I have more respect for other people's shit. I was like, my comfort and pain is not worth this humiliation.
It's not that he doesn't have respect. It was just like, the fuck happened there?
What happened to the guy?
He lost it. So, like I said, I guess sometimes we all lose control a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it happens.
He fucking. He
got-
thought it was
he's
on
got-
autopilot. No, on autopilot. Autopilot broke.
That's over.
That happens though. I mean, what are you gonna do?
You're just gonna vomit 720 degrees in somebody's.
I know what happened.
bitches.
Enough people have described it now. He puked. He had his hand over his mouth, and he puked, and it just sprayed. Yeah, it went through his fingers. Like I already know the way people said. That's exactly what. And it just.
I also think he pinned his fucking hair to his face, too, when he covered his mouth.
Oh man.
Puke aeration. That's
Well,
good.
we learned.
I'm fucking- It's a good day today.
Poor
It's
guy.
a nice day for a puke.
Oh, Yater said it earlier. He probably feels better now.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's probably like ready.
A lot better.
He's probably ready for round 2, but he's just like, man, I got
Puke and rally.
I'm gonna
man.
tell you.
Dude, he had
right
fucking
now,
puke all over him. Like, you gotta go now, buddy.
if,
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, if had he not had fucking puke all over him or puked everywhere else,
yeah, it might be round 2.
puke and rally, exactly.
You're already gonna feel.
You
like
get
shit
around the
tomorrow
toilet. You
anyways.
can sit down for a few minutes. I'll accept you back.
You know, there was something.
You'll be allowed back. You'll be
Yeah.
able to make it back. You're not. There's no coming back from that.
No, you get puke. If you're watching puke out of your hair and it was strange,
You gotta go home.
you gotta
You
go
gotta
home
go.
now.
No, it's not even a question about like I don't need to be asked to leave. I'm leaving.
I mean, I've been asked to leave places before. But usually I reach the point where like I should probably leave. And then just go.
Can I ask you something else? How many places have you seriously been asked to leave? Because I bet the number's probably large. More than 5.
Well, I'm saying there's a large part of my life that's spent in a blackout period. So like,
I've never had to anywhere I've never.
There are
never had to
times-
ask you to leave.
There are times that I've showed
I'll
up
never
to a
ask
place.
you to leave.
Yeah, I mean, there's
I'll
times.
knock you out before I tell you to go
Well,
home,
okay,
dude.
that's fair enough. But there's times I've showed up to a place and they're like, "You're not allowed here." And I'm like, "Did you legitimately not know why?" Completely oblivious. Like, what the fuck, man? Really? And they're like, "What do you mean I'm not allowed here?" And then they're like, "You seriously don't know what happened?" I was like, "No, I have no idea."
What are you
They're like-
talking about?
And they're like, "Just get the fuck out of here." And I'm like, all right, I imagine it probably. And then I just started asking questions. There was a bar called Mutts in Morgantown on University Boulevard, and it's like it was the neighborhood bar.
Yeah, butts. After he was there, it's fucking butts.
Yeah,
The name changed suddenly.
to butts.
The
yeah.
butts. They turned that M sideways.
Then he got
Added
kicked
a
out
line.
and fucking turned around all drunk. He's like, "Yeah, this place is butts." That's why you did that one time. That's why they were like, "You can't come in here. You had that sick burn on us. Fuck you."
You don't quit calling us butts. You need to get the fuck out.
There were so many times I acted a fool in that place, and they're just like, "Oh, it's fine." And then, like, one time, I guess I crossed the line, and like,
You don't remember that time?
I don't remember, but plenty of people had told me, and I'm sure this is factual stuff here. But I mean, that place was like known to like. I would go. Obviously, I'd pregame, then I would go out, and then I'd go to Mutts to like finish off the night. So like, I was already fucked up
So
when
this
I
is
got
a shit
there.
show.
Yeah,
This
and
is
like,
where the shit show
and
happens.
I pretty much went there before I was 21 for the majority of the time because I had my brother's ID and they would always work. And my Mutts didn't care normally as long as it looked somewhat
Legit,
okay. Yeah,
yeah.
but this one was actually legit and I kind of looked like my brother, so it worked pretty well everywhere. But I was always there already fucked up, and I would always order a trash can because they were like $3.50 or something like that, or $4, and it was like basically a Long Island. Because I mean, you'd have the 4 liquors, and then they'd put like UV blue in it to make it blue, and then they'd just dump a Red Bull like upside down in it, like the whole can, so it would turn green. And I would just like fucking chug those and then black out, and God knows what happens. And like I said, like majority of the time, they're just like, "Get the just leave."
Yeah.
And then they're just, I mean, they would let me come back. I mean, and then the one time, one day they're just like, "Fuck out." No, you're not allowed here. And then like somebody that's from Weirton who was actually like one of the door guys, he was like, he pulled me to the side and he goes, "This is why you're not allowed here. Just last time you were here, you were on the back," because they had like a back patio where you could smoke cigarettes and stuff like that. And I was out there like smoking, and they have like metal chairs, like just like kind of like mesh metal chairs that like lawn
Okay,
chairs
yeah,
around
yeah.
tables outdoor chairs, outdoor seating. And I apparently I was sitting back there smoking cigarettes, and I just stood up, grabbed the chair, and just went like this and just tossed it behind me. Just boom, just
You were
threw it
done with
over.
it.
And I was like, at that, like the deck is like on a second level, and there's a parking garage behind the deck. And I just picked up this metal chair and just tossed it
Over
over the fence that they had. And
So
then
how
the
many
bouncer
cars did
comes
that
up.
bounce off of?
Not quite sure, but it definitely hit a car.
Okay.
And then the bouncer comes out. He's like, "Who the fuck threw the metal chair?" And then I was like, "I did." And like, which I have no memory of, but they were telling me. And he's like, "You gotta get the fuck out." And I was just like, "All right."
Yes, sir. there.
Okay, fair enough.
Listen,
That's why I wasn't allowed at Mutts. Until 2 weeks later, they're like, yeah, you're cool. Like, don't throw any seats.
You saw profits dip.
you went there fucking after.
Tips and sales failed after that.
It's real hard.
Like, we gotta bring it back in here. Please.
Holy shit. That's so funny.
Oh, Jesus.
And then the Mutts is Butts campaign was over.
Sales skyrocketed. Free drinks for Yoder.
Want another trash can?
And that led to the second time I got kicked out of Butts.
Come down to Mutts. It's not Butts. He made sure the fucking chair hit the windshield the second time.
Eric Yoder drinks Eric Yoder drinks for free.
For free. Free. It's not Butts.
Oh my god.
Boys, this has been real. This has been a pretty good one.
Oh, we're at the end.
Where we at?
We're about 3:30.
Holy shit.
That's good.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Oh, man.
That's the biggest. We broke the record. I guess we'll shoot for it again next year.
Watch out, Joe. We're coming for you.
All right.
Peace.
Everyone that's in the room, thank you for coming to do 100. Thanks for you were here for number 1. That's fucking
100.
That's fucking amazing.
Thank you for, I don't know, you guys drew me in. Thanks.
100.
Joe, I fucking called him out once. Dude, listen, like, he's pretty inspirational to me in doing this.
He's solid.
Oh fuck yeah.
As deeply as I've got into it with you guys. So cool. Thank you guys.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
yeah.
You
Keep
know.
on rocking on.
Cheers for 100.
Yeah, cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers,
Keep on rocking, guys.
Cheers, boys.
To the boys.
To the boys.
The boys.
Boys.
And
Boys and butts.
And butts. We'll see you guys on Wednesday.
For free.
Bye.
Bye.